of a pre-built, actually. This is actually a fairly good option, I feel, for many people that maybe don't want to spend a ton of money, or they want to kind of learn, and they just don't want to spend a lot of money. This lets you get a full size for the office or for the home office or whatever you may want without breaking the bank. So you can get full size, decent switches, and a set of keycaps all for around $150. Obviously, given you have some of this other stuff that I have, your price might go up if you don't have switch film or lube or whatever, but at most you're spending like $165 or something like that to get a fairly coherent build, I'd say. So let's see. Let's see what we can do. So these are Gateron Silent Yellows. I picked these because the person I'm building for probably wouldn't like a heavier switch like blacks, so we're going with something a little bit lighter. But they still requested something silent, and we don't have a ton. We didn't have a huge budget to work with, so we're going with what we can. Anyways, let's crack this open. I'm always I don't know. I just think the GMMK, that when I found out that the full size was the same price, bare bones, as all the other stuff, it really surprised me that this wasn't more. Granted, it isn't made of top line materials. It's not bad by any means, and it's not like it's made out of. It's not like it has a detachable cable or anything like that. But all in all, for what you get, I'd say it's a pretty good value. So if I can open the box at all. Come on. There we go. It's gonna be the first full size that I'm tinkering with. I think I will be getting the KBD 96, or the Tofu 96 eventually, whenever that may come out, because it just looks really nice. I'm a big fan of a compact, more full-size layout. Let's see, what do we get? You get some GMMK, or some glorious PC gaming parts, or some keycaps. I think that's it. Get a little pamphlet. Obviously, you get some stickers, as you do. Anyway, so what are we doing today? We're gonna be taking out all the stabilizers, clipping and lubing all of them, because we're trying to give the best, most quietest experience we can. And one of the ways that we're going to do that is by modifying all the stabilizers. And these are actually pretty easy. They just pop out. They're clip-on, which, obviously not everyone's going to like the fact that they're clip-ons, but you can't really knock it too much considering the price point. It would be cool if this was easier to take apart fully. As you can see, there are some of these spots right here which aren't screws. They're kind of like flush and they don't have any screw points. But if, in theory, in the future, if they wanted to potentially make it a little bit nicer, I mean, the cost would probably go up, but if you could take it apart and install either your own plate mount or PCB mount stabilizers, that'd be pretty cool. But until then, lubing and adding dielectric grease will still, I think, benefit a good amount. So we still see how this goes. Forgive the echo there. I was just testing my audio by myself. I am super stoked though, because my Project Alice PCB finally arrived, so I can finally build, or I can start being more serious about building my project, or my acrylic Alice. I ended up picking cherry creams after much self-deliberation and hours upon hours of watching audio clips. We finally found a setup that, or we finally found a switch that I'm going to go with. And I haven't tried cream, so we are giving them a shot. Hopefully I don't hate them. From what I've read and what I've heard, I'm not going to. But you never know, right? You never know. But we'll see. I guess the first thing we'll do is pretty easy. We're just going to do some Band-Aid modding. Is that something I can just bang out right away? These are just Band-Aid Johnson & Johnson cloth. And they're pretty easy to apply. I do use tweezers, but you can't really knock it for tweezer insertion. Alright. Let's get a rough dimension. I don't have to be perfect because we just have to make sure the center-ish area where the stabilizers hit the PCB is the covered part. That's really the most critical section of this.
It's west-southwest.
So this is the piece we don't need. This is the piece that we want. This build is for a buddy of mine. He gave me a budget. I pitched him a few different sizes, a few different materials, but he valued having a full-size keyboard over pretty much everything else. So our options were limited for 150 bucks. You can do some pretty nice boards for, you know, I guess nicer boards in theory, with like a GK base, with like an aluminum case would, I think, in theory be qualified as nicer. Not as practical, but you're essentially paying more for a little bit nicer quality stuff. I should be able to use this last bit. And then I'm ordering for the Alice. I'm going to be ordering the dual shot, I think it is. It's a PS1 homage color scheme, and I really do think it's going to look really nice. Because I got a yellow acrylic Alice from Switch Couture. I don't really know how to say it. Prebuilt Installer is his handle. I did not get it from him. I did get it third party through Mech Market. But either way, I've been wanting to get my hands on some sort of Alice setup for a while. We'll see how I like it. I did practice a little bit. Like I installed a lot of switches on it, keycaps, and it was okay. I definitely think I didn't have space bars, so I think that will give me a better idea. But I'm not going to bother with like testing or practicing anymore because it is a bit of a hassle having to install all the switches and then uninstall the switches and that whole process.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, if you just knock them out, just avoid making too much noise.
But I'm a big proprietor of, if you are more nervous getting into keyboards, not that you should be because it really isn't all that hard. I do think getting some sort of pre-built hot swap is like the most basic entry-level way you can go about it. Not in a bad way, but like with the GK61, it is pretty cheap. That, you know, it's $50-ish when not on sale. It lets you be able to kind of tinker around. I recommend taking them apart just so you can kind of get a feel of everything. They're upgradable. Like you can get a new case for it down the road. You can try a bunch of different switches. And it's always good, I think, to have a hot swap like test bed around. So that's why I keep mine around. Mine is currently in the store actually. filled with Kalebox Jades right now, which I actually do like quite a bit. They're Kalebox Navies, the little bit firmer one. I did like the Jades quite a bit, actually. I do like the Jades a little bit better than the Navies, but ultimately I think I'd like the whites the best, just because they are kind of like the stock standard. Because man, the Navies are actually pretty hard to push down. I mean, they're a switch, so it's not like it's impossible by any means, but definitely noticeable in terms of the gap and everything between navies and jades and everything. So I think whites would be probably the perfect step. But I think after the creams, for probably some sort of 60% build up, or maybe a JD40. I really like 40%, so a JD40 might be on the docket. I think exploring some of the box tactile or linear switches, to be honest, that aren't clicky. So I think KBD fans just put up quite a few new ones on their website. There are like the Hako Trues, the Hako Violets. I think all look super, super cool. And that's something that I'm pretty interested in terms of trying them out. Because I actually, what I did actually, I read on the internet somewhere, not a common thing, but something to get like a decent linear switch. If you managed, or you bought some sort of clicky box, you can just bend the click bar out of the way and you get a pretty solid linear. So I would like to test that out in a more literal sense, where it's not a screwed up clicky switch. It's a proper linear, proper tactile box switch. Apparently Kitty did not want to be up here. Oh, watch out for your tail. Don't want to flick that into the scissors. Forgot what I was doing there for a moment. Ooh, and then another thing that's going to be happening is I am doing a Christmas holiday themed board. I bought, I think it's Vermillo. I bought a Christmas set off of Drop. And I think something that will be amazing is I also got the RGB, or not RGB, I got green and red LEDs for the budget 96. So it's going to be a full size 96 keyboard, 96 key keyboard. I guess not full size technically, condensed. And then we will use, uncertain of the switches. That's something I still got to decide. I'm not going to do anything too wild because it is 96 keys. I would like to spend around $50, so we'll probably be doing something that's about 50 cents a switch is the end goal. What was I grabbing? Oh, another Band-Aid. Wait, I already have another one. And that's going to be really cool. I don't know if I'm going to sell it, because it is a pretty, because the budget 96 isn't an amazing, end game level, but maybe someone will take it. But I would probably keep the Christmas keycaps. Or sell it as a whole. I don't know. We'll see. Just got to do one more. Just roughly right there. And And then next, I should have a bonus stream on probably Friday or whenever the stuff gets here. So it's a twofold thing. So one, I have a build for next Thursday, which is going to be one of my, I guess my first like client build where someone is paying me directly to build a keyboard for them. I'm building another KVD 75. We almost went to Tofu 96, but they kind of have more limited desk space, so we ended up sticking with the KVD 75 V2, of course, because it's just a solid size, it's a solid price, it gives you a good amount of button options, which is always good. And so we're doing that with Silent Reds, because the guy's a gamer, and he really likes the idea of reds because they're pretty light. They're not overly light, but we're doing some Silent Reds, and it should everything should be here by Friday, if not on Saturday. And then also in the shipment is my novelty creams, which I'm very excited about. Like I said, I do have to buy some more lube. Probably midweek I'll put in an order for some more 3205. Not 3205, sorry, 205, which is what I've gotten recommended to me to use on the creams. And so we will take up those recommendations and lube them with that. All that looks good. All right, let's move these out of the way. Move this over here. Today I'm typing on my still quite ghetto-looking Zlant with Xylence. Now we're going to be clipping and lubing all of the stabilizers, which I think goes a long way. Maybe not even clipping. Like if you have a Corsair K70 or some sort of pre-built that might take a while to take apart, even just directly injecting some lube into the stabilizers, I think does a world of difference. Makes the typing experience better, it makes it feel nicer, less rattly. But that's kind of our whole goal, because with the GMMK, you know, obviously the switch is sitting there fine, and all that stuff is fine and dandy, but these are a little rattly. And we're not going to be able to probably get it as nice as you can with screen stabilizers, but we'll be able to get a pretty rattleless sound. I actually did end up building another one of these early this week with Holy Silent Skies that I thought turned out pretty good. Although that person picked theirs up, I think yesterday. I was going to do a comparison between the two, but that is not a huge deal. Remember doing it with dielectric grease. Got my dielectric grease brush. And we're going to be doing some light dielectricing. And hopefully we don't have to try too many times to get everything all ready and worked. I'll use this as a test, the test switch. Got my collection of stabilizer legs, ever growing. Maybe I'll keep them all and then melt them down and make my own stabilizers. I'm just kidding. That'd be gross. Would also smell very bad. Very, very bad.
I found a black bear feeding zone though.
Let's put the done ones in this square. Ooh. But this turned out pretty good. I do have a video of the essentially same idea build that I did, except with this Holy Silent Skies. I have a soundbite on my Twitter, on my Instagram. Oh, that's kind of a weird looking guy. They all like this? So I might have had a mold issue, because this has an extra wide leg, which is really weird. And unless there's like another one to compare to, I think that one is. I think this one was just buggy. Yeah, this one appears to have like an extra width to one of the legs. No matter. We'll clip you regardless. Just no more to clip. Perfect. Easy peasy. I did have an idea today for a video I would like to make in the future, if in theory any of this streaming stuff goes anywhere of note. But there are a lot of videos out there for various switches. And there are some mega compilations or mega videos. Like, I know Random Frank P has one. I think Bean Brain, one of those guys, one of those names. I think he also has one where they try out a bunch of different switches and different keyboards. What I would think would be nice, or what I kind of thought of would be nice when I was getting into keyboards and looking up switches, is just one video that has switches in the same keyboard. So like in theory, have a bunch of GK61s, I think would be the most economical. And you fill, ideally, I would run this as some sort of like mega giveaway sort of thing. You'd have 100 GK61s, buy them in bulk off of Alibaba or wherever else you can buy things in bulk and get a discount. And then I would contact as many people as I can to help lubricate a bunch of switches, and we would just do like an 1.5 hour long mega cut video where we just try out all the switches all in the same GK61. Well, not in the same GK61, but in the same keyboard essentially. And then we'll have sections. So we'll have the Cherry section, the Gateron section, blah blah blah, and we'll have popular Franken switches as well. I think would be cool. But it'd be sweet to have like 100 of them, have like a big table full of all these GK61s with the same keycap set, but all different switches. And then at the end of the video, just give them all away. Like, that would be a wild video. And like a decently useful tool for people trying to find comparisons between switches. Because I think if you have some sort of like control, you are more likely, or you're better able to kind of get a handle on what switches sound like what and how they sound in comparison to each other. I think that'd be beneficial. But right now, doing that right now would be not economically viable. It would just get very expensive very quickly. I'm really hoping for a few interchecks lately actually to go through, like the Lynx 50. There was some latest updates on that. Was the guy found, or his PCB maker was back from being MIA, which is sweet because that means hopefully it goes forward soon with
Wait, so how do you track them? Or how
hopefully it goes forward soon to group by phase, because that Lynx 50 is basically my like ideal 40% keyboard. It fixes all the problems I have with my current 40%. I have a minivan, which is pretty good, but then I also have this Lant over here, which lacks I think 2 or 3 punctuation keys, and so having all that would be great because I don't actually need numbers too much. I don't need F keys ever. Basically, I just type a lot, and so being able to not have to do weird functions to get all of my characters and everything that I need to just write essays would be great. So I think that, and it's like supposed to be premium-ish. I think that build might be what I put my Holy Pandas into once I get those. Then I'll throw the Unholy Pandas into some budget cheapo thing. Maybe I'll just keep them for like hot swap purposes, just to have around. Because people sell them for very little for quite a lot. Because really they're just they're the byproduct of making a Holy Panda.
do you think you have to be near water for the duck call?
So we shall see, but hopefully this goes well, because I think my buddy will really like this setup. Works at a car dealership. Can't have too gamery of a keyboard, but he wanted something that was mechanical, had the option for RGB if he's there late and wants to start a party in his glass cubicle. But we actually picked a colorway of switches that matches the inside theme of his dealership, which I think is going to be sweet. I sent him a bunch of red and black colorway keycaps, and we found a decent one, I think by Tai-Hao, I don't know, off of Mechanical Keyboards, and those came in. So I think that'll be nice to finally get all put to use and everything, but we'll see how all this goes. And I actually this week should be upgrading, getting a higher resolution, nicer quality workstation cam. And then the one you are currently seeing, this one will be, I don't know if relegated, maybe upgraded to kitty cam. Because there's a little cave over this way next to my desk where the cat likes to sleep. And the cat seems to be pretty popular. Sam the cat. Unrelated to me. Well, I mean, I guess it's kind of related. Because I do own it. I don't know if that's relation, though. But I didn't name it Sam. It just came like that. I'm just going to go through and lube all of the stabilizers. And then we'll lube the inner housings and then throw it all together. We're basically trying to make this GMMK as nice as possible, typing wise. RGB on it's pretty cool. I played around with the other GMMK I did this too, and I was pretty impressed overall. Got a bunch of fun default color schemes, although the PC, the Windows program itself, it's nowhere near as bad as GK60's 61s. Obviously, that's a pretty low bar, I'd say. But all in all, it's a... I couldn't get it to run, actually. I was stuck with all the default functions for lightings and stuff. And I think this time around I will try and do a little bit more troubleshooting, because the person that I made the first one of these for, she just wanted to be able to change it to pink and then on or off. Anything else was a bonus, so I don't think she cares too much about the customization aspect. But I do think the person I'm making this one for will care a little bit more and will be interested in learning how to set things up. And I don't know if this is my computer issue. I did read you have to run an administrator mode, but I can never actually get it to pop up when this was plugged in. I could only get it to pop up after I plug it in, and then I don't know how that helps anybody. That's actually quite the negative if I can only get it to the program to run when it's not plugged in. But all in all, it is what it is, right? Oh. So I think on Friday we're going to be doing the Alice build, or the acrylic Alice build, and then next Tuesday we're going to be doing a regular build of a KBD75 for that one, for my first client, proper client, not someone I exchanged favors for or doing it at cost. That's actually the money I made from that went straight to buying cream switches. So really, I probably could have used that to better the stream, but I need switches. I need switches for the acrylic Alice. Could have used the jades or the navies that I had, but I didn't. I think that would be a good use of my time, or a good use of my Project Alice PCB that I located, and the acrylic Alice I camped Mech Market for. I don't think that would be a good use of it all. Not that I dislike navies. I just think some linears in the yellow acrylic with dual shot is gonna look absolutely sweet. In the meantime, I think I'll just use probably blanks. Maybe the DSA blanks that I have. I'll put them on the Alice. Get some of that black and yellow action. Although I might swap out the PCB. So I also have I think it's round 3 on order, which is a red PCB, as opposed to the one that I have that I just obtained is a white. Which I don't know how I feel about. I suppose the cream colored switches with the white PCB probably will look okay. Granted, it's in a yellow housing, so it's going to have a yellow tint to it. But I think the red PCB would look a lot nicer. Even though that's kind of McDonald's colorway. I would like to build another Alice, acrylic Alice. Probably like a red one would be sweet. So I've been looking out. I have a bunch of people that make Alice, or like acrylic customs. I have a couple of them that I follow now and keep tabs on, because I think I'd like to build one that's as close to the same color as Gateron red inks, and then have Gat red inks, or having Gat black inks with the red acrylic housing with the red plate, or with the red PCB. I think would look absolutely fire. Don't know what keycaps I'd throw on that. Probably. Honestly, I could probably go with, on mechanical keyboards, there's one you can pre-order. It's like blood red or something like that. That one looks, ooh. That one looks really nice.
Jimmy.
My fingers are too fat, too chonky to hold it by the stem. So I gotta use this silly grabber tool. I did kind of screw up a little bit on the last build. I used too much dielectric grease on the shift, the right shift, which isn't a huge issue because the person that I made it for never uses that shift, but I think I had a little bit too dielectric grease. So we're going to try and do our absolute best to do as light of coatings as possible, because dielectric grease is pretty sticky and you don't need a ton, I've learned, because I definitely did some practice runs. I bought some extra clip-on stabilizers for my GK61 and I did some practice runs, and I definitely used too much lube here and there. Made them real mushy, but I cleaned them off and redid them and it came out okay. But today's gonna be a pretty boring stream. No soldering, no testing the PCB, because in theory everything should work, right? But I guess that's how it is all the time. So we will have to. Let's actually. See, hold on, I have 1, 2. Let me do one more here. Just have an even 6, and then I will plug in the GMMK Full Size and see how it's doing. It's a little army. All right. Hopefully this doesn't. Sometimes my hub that I have will I have to reboot if you plug in a new thing to it, and it's this whole ordeal. Let me tell you, it is a whole ordeal.
Let me know when you're ready.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Boy, howdy. Look at that. Well, it turns on. That's good.
Yep.
I'm not actually going to, insert something into each one of these, but it's good to know that works at least, right? Okay, let's try and get a few of these in.
They were in just a very nice shooting gallery area earlier. What up? We're hunting. Oh. Okay.
Still, I'm not
open fire.
super quick on finding the direction at which the shorter leg goes. I know it goes towards the non-bar side, but I can never be too certain, because putting it all together the wrong way gets very frustrating.
I have a single shot 7mm.
Where did my... Oh, here it is.
Oh, I see the mail.
Oh, I have one viewer. I wonder who that could be. I don't think it's me, because I'm not actually watching. I just have the chat up.
There's also a pack of moose. Jimmy, get over here.
I wonder.
They're merging.
Is there a way to check that? There might be. I'm still new to Twitch. So I don't actually know. I'm just basically talking to myself.
I'm looking north. There are lots of things north.
But I didn't realize how booked Tuesday nights were for streams. You got Tai-Hao looking like, I think Lightning was streaming. Oh, yep, Meowgo11's streaming.
Ooh,
I think Chubby said he would stream too.
I was firing into the crowd. Like a psychopath.
I think Chubby's last stream was really interesting, I thought. I caught the end of it, and he was tinkering with some desk toy, which I thought was cool, but I was uncertain of what it actually was, so and I was too afraid to ask.
I got eyes on the females behind him if you want to side up on the male.
I don't know what I'm going to do, though, once Christmas holiday season is over.
Yep. They're not going anywhere.
Guess I could find other royalty-free music. But none of it will be as good or nostalgic, because it's just going to be random beeps and honks, right? That's my experience with royalty-free music, I guess. Might sign up for one of those annual subscription sites where you can get yourself some decent music to use on stream and in YouTube videos. Alright, let's give these a test run. Oh gosh. Oh, Lightning. Hello, friend. Lightning says hi. I see that. Hello, existentially yours. The city at night. Hello. I only have one webcam right now, so I will greet you briefly. Hello. My name is Sam. If you are new here, from the MeowGo chat, I know. Him and I were talking. I almost bought some switches from him. It's a raid. It's a 21. Come here. Look. Look. There you go, baby. How is everybody's night? I'm apparently a mod here. Yeah, I modded you that first night you raided because I accidentally booted you or deleted you or something from chat, and I wanted to make sure you could come back, and I figured if I modded you, that was like a guaranteed way for you to get back into chat. But it is what it is. Oh, nope. Go. 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 Go to your spot. Oh, no, we're pressing buttons. No, go. Go, go, go. All right, 1 sec. I really need to get another webcam. This fluffy girl. Look at this tummy. Look at that. Look how fluffy it is.
Is this how real
All right.
works?
She doesn't like be up on my desk as much as Sam does. So she's leaving.
Jimmy just fired. At one point, Jimmy just fired.
So how was everybody's night? What were you streaming, Lightning? Were you doing a build? From the description, it appeared that way.
Just firing squad and attacking Lewis and Roosevelt Alec. Jimmy, the pack is back. The pack is back.
A 22? A gun? Oh, I'm just kidding. All right, sweet.
Knock me down.
The cats are staring at me now. Ooh, TKLs. I've yet to touch non-pre-built TKLs. I don't know. I think my first one, I'm hoping to go for broke on my first one.
Oh no!
Go all out on the very first one. Get myself, I don't know, something wild. But anyways, today we are building I guess we're not building anything. We're just modifying a GMMK. Full size for one of my friends who wanted to spend about $150 on a full size that was quiet, nice RGB, and that was not a Corsair or something like that. So we're just doing some basic modding to the parts given. Some dielectric greasing of the stabilizers, clipping, band-aid modding of it. I got some Silent Gateron Yellows to throw in here.
Was that the one I played?
But for $150, keycaps, full set of switches, and a full-size keyboard isn't too bad, is it? At least I don't think it's that bad.
Alright, let's go track.
But I did just take delivery of this PCB here. It's going to go in here. Gonna get the dual shot PS1 homage keycaps and some novelty creams is what's gonna be going in here. Those should arrive probably on Friday because I ordered a big bulk order from KBD fans as I am building a 75V2 next Tuesday. Next Tuesday will be a much more exciting build. And then I will probably on Friday stream the Alice because I would love to use my Alice as soon as possible. Yeah, I'm super stoked. Like, I don't have like an actual image, but I do have everything side by side. Originally, I was going to do some sort of ink, because like the ink kind of has that similar aesthetic to this acrylic. And I was thinking ink yellows or ink reds. But after hours and hours of watching YouTube videos, I decided on the creams just because I couldn't find any cream acrylic Alice videos. I was like, we'll try and fill in a void in case anybody in the future wants to know what this sounds like. We will try and help them by making a typing test of it. But I'm real bummed that DualShot's gonna take. Oh, it's gonna take years to come out, isn't it? So in the meantime, I'll have to use some stupid key set, but that's fine. Yeah, my first GMK group buy. I suppose that was easy to spot when I said take a stupid long time, because I suppose it'll be a standard amount of time for GMK stuff. Yeah, I figure. I hope I can... I missed... I was debating picking up GMK Bingsu, because that was my mom's favorite Korean dessert. And I was going to build one with it, but I just missed the buy. I'm hoping eventually there's extras or something. Yeah, I know the wait for cases. I'm sure I've heard horror stories about. I don't remember what it was, but Tai Keyboards did a build of one that took like a couple of years or something like that. Like that just seems. Oof, that's a lot. But I guess perfection is worth waiting for. I guess maybe.
Were you trying to anticipate bullet drop at all, or no?
Yeah, I know it's usually not years.
So I wasn't.
I'm really excited. The one I'm camping on is the Lynx 50. It's an interest check still. The creator just posted within the past week saying he found his PCB guy. So hopefully going to group buy soon, because I am a big fan of 40%. And it addresses my issues with the 40% I currently own. The lack of all the punctuations on like this side of the board on 40% is a big bummer for me, because I just do a lot of typing of essays and papers, and that's what my foreseeable future will be. So I think having all the punctuations will fix a lot of my problems I have with the 40% I currently own. Sure. I suppose with the name of Lynx 50, it would be a 50%, I suppose. I think he defined it as like a 45% technically or something like that. Let's see what it says. Lynx 50. Oh, we'll put Lynx 59. That's not what I'm looking for. Oh, I suppose. Oh, I don't know. A 45% board. I don't know. But it just looks really nice, I think. See if we can toss up I like this look. I don't know. I think I'd probably go with this look and then do an atrocious split spacebar. I know, but after rocking my minivan for a while, I realized that I only use this half of my spacebar, so getting myself a split and having more functionality, I think it'd be beneficial. Then I could turn this into, instead of enter, I could have it be the, oh man, what key is that? The backward slash. And then I could do enter on the left side. Yeah, I think this is going to be great. And it has, you know, the quotations, the semicolons. And then you could, in theory, put the tab here. And then I'm going to put my enter like it's a minivan in the bottom here. So this will be my enter. This will be my space. This will be the slash and everything. And that'll actually be pretty much everything I need for my personal use case. These are the keycaps we're going with. I don't know the exact name of them, but they were on mechanicalkeyboards.com and they looked pretty okay, so I went with them.
Oh my god.
Red Samurai? I don't think this is Red Samurai. This one is. Yeah, I know these are GMK Samurais. I don't know what this one is called. Could probably find a link for it.
Is it still up?
Sounds pretty good for clip-on stabilizers. Not gonna complain there.
That was fucking stupid.
Alright, those are good enough. So what I'm doing, we're gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Much better than my last attempt at this. So, not McNoss, you are very talkative. How is your day going? What keyboard are you typing on right now?
Yep, this is you.
And how did you get into this hobby? And favorite switch? I feel like those are all important questions. I'm using my Matrix 1.20G. Alright, forgive me. Give me one moment. Oh no! Hit the 1.2. Ooh, autocorrect. Ooh. Ooh, wild. That looks real nice. Aluminum Customs. Oh, that's one. This one, literally right here? Oh my god, it is. That's wild. Yeah, there's your Reddit name. I just doxed your Reddit name. Ooh, that is crispy, dude. Dang. You got a long boy spacebar. Good lord. Is that a 7U? Damn. That's crazy. Looks really nice. That's a nice put together setup, man. What switches? And same, I was also into pre-builts. I had some pokers. I have a DOS. I actually dismantled my DOS, to be honest. I practiced it to desolder stuff, and then I have a K70 with cherry speeds. I'm giving that to one of my buddies. Ooh, retooled blacks. Blacks seem to be a popular thing. I know not the same, but I have milky blacks that I have on my Practice 60 that I built the other week. I actually really like the Practice 60. I think it's a good, it's a nice in theory board, and it's fairly good sounding in practice. And then I have my minivan with C3 tangerines that I don't have caps for currently. Because I shipped off my DSA blanks with a mini NIU mini I sold last week. Yeah. Hey, man. The Keyco. Key.co. I don't know how to say their name. But they recently announced They purchased minivan. I don't know if that'll decrease the cost. Yeah, the key company. TKC. I don't know if that is going to decrease the cost at all. But at least they will be in production again. Ideally, what I think I'm going to do with that is get a nicer case. Because the one I have there is wooden. Which I don't mind the sound of. I think it does sound pretty nice. But I think having an aluminum setup would be nicer overall.
You hit it again, which also you missed the spine by like a millimeter, and it also passed through. You hit the pelvis, and that didn't hit anything else. Did 3%, and flash passed through. You almost hit the spine again.
Oddly enough, just by happenstance of who I've been building keyboards for, I have the most experience building keyboards with silent switches. I have Silent Reds, Silent Yellows, Silent Skies. I've had Silent Blacks. Oh, how do you like the Silent Blacks? Are they like cherry Silent Blacks, I assume? How do you like those? Because for the guy that I'm building, my first client, where I'm actually getting paid to build a keyboard. Really what happened is I said, I can build you this keyboard for $250, and he was like, oh, I'll give you $300, keep the change. I was like, oh, wild. I love the gray stem. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I got Silent Reds for him. Because I think the guy that I'm building for is going to be using this at his tattoo shop at his station that he works at, and he wants a nice keyboard for the computer that he uses for like referencing of images for when he's consulting for tattoos and stuff, but it can't be too loud because there's other tattoo artists in vicinity of his station. How are they like usability wise? I did some research on them and they seem to be fairly well received for a silent switch. Assert dominance. Yeah. He's still an apprentice or like a trainee, so I mean, I guess that would be fairly big power moves. They're quiet. They do its job. I'm a big fan of them. That's fair. I can understand that. I am a big fan of like maybe not obnoxiously loud, but the clickety clacking. I need that in my keyboards. Otherwise, what's the point, right? Oh, does this one go the other way? I don't think it does.
Surely this is what real hunting is. This is what George does when George goes hunting.
What's happening at this one? That's fair. Do you think it's just the silent blacks, or are you not a big fan of silent ones in general? Like, have you tried Helios? I've heard Helios. I have some silents that I'm like silents in general, yeah. This over here, my Zlant with unpainted 3D printed case is Silent Zlant. And I made it that way primarily so I could use it out or in class when I'm at university or in the hallway before class or whatever. I don't know why I'm having such issues getting this. Okay, I don't know what that was. I think I had a brain fart there.
Wait, you can see weapon class on the bullet when you look at bullets. Yeah, so the 338 is the big boy that's weapon class 4, so you'll kill like...
Oh. Does anyone have any exciting future builds lined up? Mine are pretty much my acrylic Alice. Lynx 51 of that comes in. I do have some of the Thick Thock marshmallow switches coming in. I'll probably put those in some sort of 40% because I only got 60 of them. I know you could do a 60%, but I think a JD JD40.
Gotcha. Okay, so it is.
A JD40 with some thick thocks would be pretty schnazzy. Gateron Giants. Oh, like the big Papa switches, right? Is that what you're talking about? The ones that are like huge. Oh, okay. Not the mega switches. I really want one of the mega switches. Because the mega switch, like the actual ones that are like big, I think would make one, a really good recording light right here. Or like if I smack it on my desk right here, I could click it. And then people in my apartment will know I'm recording. Or have one as a bedside lamp. Because I could just roll over, smack, turn it on, smack, turn it off. It would get rowdy.
Oh, what the fuck?
Fake build. I ended
up killing it with the soft point.
Why are they called giants? Are they called that from the factory, or is this like, is it a Franken switch? Never heard of Gateron Giants. By the maker. Okay. Interesting. What are their properties? Is it a tactile? Is it a milky housing with blue stack? Okay. I am a sucker. A complete sucker for milky housings. Like I made a bunch of like fidgets. I'm giving some to the kids that I work with. But my two personal like fidget switches are all milkies, because I think the aesthetics look really nice. I just like how they look. Gateron switch recolored. I gotta start blue. Yeah, I can get behind that. I'm bummed that I decided to not go in on the tangerine drop from TKC, because my first switch ever, like custom switch actually, was a set of tangerines. I don't know what round they're from. I assume from round 1, but I'm a big fan of them, and I would love to do a swap where I take all this tangerine stems, because I love how they look, and put them in milky housings. I believe they're stocked now.
You fucked up its intestines.
I'll have to look into that.
You got it right in the gooch. Right and up and into the gooch. Oh, so this is the feeding zone, which is why it's been so lucrative.
Sold out, yeah. It was definitely titled as a group buy, if what I remember.
Technically, it's so within the
I already lubed all these. I don't know what I'm doing. Unnecessary lubing.
I guess it should say number of animals, right? 10. We didn't actually end up killing that many of them. I don't think.
Ugh, I put this one in backwards.
Well, it is very
Sad boys, we out here.
It's been shooting everything from that one spot. Like, there's probably a couple dead moose we haven't picked up.
I think I might try and get my hands, depending on how I like the marshmallow switches, I think I might try and get my hands on more and do a full Tofu 96 build. And I'm surprised I haven't seen more Tofu 96 news. I don't know if it's because they haven't sent out any, or if no one's got them yet, but they're definitely listed for sale on KBD Fans. And I'm a big fan of that compact, full-size layout, and I think having something called a tofu with marshmallows in it could have some sort of joke somewhere in there, but I'm not smart enough to think of any. But I do think that might be a personal build that I plan for with the marshmallow switches. Granted, I only got 60, so I would have to attain more. But hopefully some people don't like them. Hopefully I do like them, and hopefully some people don't like them, so I can buy the marshmallow switches off of them for not an astronomical price. So not many people picked up. Yeah. I was trying to, selfishly, admittedly, I was trying to convince the tattoo guy that I'm building a keyboard for to get the Tofu 96 so I could build it. Because I feel like being one of the early people to a case would be good for content, but in the end, he was like, I don't have that much space. And I'm like, that's fair. KBD75 will offer you, it's a better space value proposition. So maybe over winter break, my winter break, I'll pick it up to build for the new year or something. But I also have to pick up a budget 96 here soon for my Christmas keyboard that I'm building. Don't know what switches. I wanted to try and do, wait, what did you say? You said Gateron joints are blue. Dang it. Because I'm trying to go an all-out, like kind of super extra, a super extra Christmas build. So I'm going to get a budget 96 with the white sandwich case. And then I have red and green LED lights. I have the drop Christmas key set that dropped like a month ago or whatever, and trying to make a Christmas build. And I originally wanted to do green and red switches, but green switches are usually clicky and reds are not. So while it would be really cool, I think, to have a red and green switches with Christmas keycaps and go a full-on extra out for a color scheme, I don't think that's going to be happening. So I'll have to figure out a different switch for Christmas themed keyboard. Probably do a red of some sort. Maybe something clicky because it's supposed to be obnoxious anyways. I don't know. So many options, huh? So many options.
Me too.
Pale blues are annoying. You can get those. Yeah, I mean, I have some. Are they more annoying than like navies? Because the keyboard that I keep in this drawer here, definitely navies.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not navy is probably worse. Yeah, I do appreciate clicky switches. I don't personally use them on any of my dailies. Big fan of linears, then tactiles. But honestly, close behind tactiles are clicky switches. I really want to get my hands on some box whites because the navies and the jades were a little too heavy for me. I mean, I also want to try some of the kale box switches that aren't clicky. I don't know what, like the Hako. I don't know if those are kale, but
Dead ones or live ones? Oh, nice.
I know KBD fans just stocked some, I think they're Hako Violets, I think they're called. Tactiles. Or something like that.
Oh, and it made it that
I have very little experience in any of the box line of switches.
Wait, what did you
The design, the departure from the traditional MX style design kind of intrigues me.
Moose heading towards you. Oh, it's gonna gore me! Moose heading towards you, Jimmy. Rifle up. Two more heading your way. Along the river.
See if we can find them. What everyone else was talking about.
Or they turned in, I guess.
These guys, the Hako Violets, Hako Trues. I have not gotten to try any of these guys. They seem pretty cool. I know it's not the same, but I ruined a few of my clicky jades and my navies, and I made them linears and lubed them and all for testing purposes, and they seemed pretty dope, to be honest. Don't know if they actually are. Like the proper ones. Boxes are the best out-of-box switches. Oh, I lubed mine anyways because I was in a lubing kind of mood. But that's cool. That's good to know. Maybe I might get some... Oh, I might get some box switches for the Christmas board. Because I don't actually need them. Because if I don't like them, it's not like I use the Christmas board a lot. Really, it's for... I'll have it be a decoration somewhere in the house. We'll see. We'll see. I still got some time before I do that. Before the Christmas build. So, I mean, for one, I don't even have the keycaps yet, so I can't even really do it.
I'll cut you away. One female.
Comes the important one. Spacebar. The most important stabilizer for lubing. You have spacebar rattle, you may as well just throw away the whole keyboard. Can maybe not throw it away, but rattly spacebars are the worst.
No, absolutely not. I'm 400 meters away from you. Have tough skin. Oh. It's mocking you.
I shouldn't have let my cat up here. I'm just kidding. My cat gets whatever she wants, but I have cat hair on my stabilizers. Oh no, I forgot to. Oh, big sad. Forgot to bandage. I don't know why I did that. I have some. I have some of these still.
I've disturbed the family of foxes. I've disturbed every. Ow! Why does everything keep goring me? Oh, that's Coyote.
All right, moment of truth. The most important stabilizer. Ugh. The big sad. We have some rattle. Ugh. Wait, hold on. No, we definitely have rattle. Sad boys.
They just started running to the woods.
Let's see what we can do to fix this. Things I don't want to overdo it.
This is always the zone where you find
But
the most animals.
this is the one that I always have issues with. Usually have issues
Sure, we keep continuing going.
with the spacebar stabilizers, especially on these clip-in stabs. I've had pretty good success at the non-clip-in, like screw-in ones. Maybe I'm just bad at this. I don't know. I fortunately also have extra of these, so in case I do over-lube it, I don't have to sit here and clean them. I can just grab a new set.
I need it. It's actually a bad thing for me. Achieving that natural blood. Presumably bleeding. Oh yeah, I see it. It's dead. Oh, that might be a different one. Thank you. There are two. I shot 2 deer. I shot 2 moose. I'm gonna move over by you. Cross that little land bridge. Both of them are right next to each other. Well, either that's a dead moose or it's a log. I don't know.
Moment of truth. Part 2.
Just stick along the coast and you'll see him highlighted. Maybe swim this game? Oh.
We'll do good enough for that.
Yep. The other one is inland, and if you look,
Sweet. All right.
the water and you turn to
Let's move this off.
Oh my bad, behind you. So, and then I'll tell you when to look right. Oh, the moose is still active. Oh, you gotta shoot it still. You're right. It's behind that little.
So I pretty heavily lubed the silence. So we're not going to actually lube the housing. We will put in, we are going to put on
So I just have a live moose that's still moving.
switch film though. But we're just not going to be doing, we're not going to lube the housing. Because I don't think that's necessary. So I used a good amount of lube for this.
Okay. Oh, do you see it? Oh. Gotcha. That's the one that looks like it's stuck in the feet. Yeah, the strat for the moose is basically if you can broadside it and get behind the shoulder blade, like in the middle of like the moose, or it's probably because it was really far away. I didn't account for drop at all. I just shot directly where I wanted it to go. Alright, I'm gonna come over to you. There's a couple more moose on that side, by the way.
Oh, wait, I don't want this one.
Where did you, Alex? Nice. So Jimmy, Sandstorm Insurgency is half off, I think. It's like, or no, you played the original Insurgency thing. Yep. I have eyes on and I'm capable of shooting whenever you're ready.
I think these are going to turn out alright, even though they lack
3,
housing lube.
1.
Let's see how this goes.
I fucked it.
Because I really don't think it'll be necessary.
My dude, it was. It looked like, it looked shoulder, which is good.
Oh.
Yep.
This switch film.
Track as in go and get it, or track as in lead you to it? Because it's probably easier if I just go and try to track it myself. Alright, I'll be right back. Hello. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Oops. Did not mean to grab that. Only a bajillion more to go. I think this will turn out okay. I'm interested to see, because I made some milky Gat yellows. I didn't make them. I put them in an NIU Mini, and I definitely like the sound. Obviously, there's our silent switches, so I won't have as much sound. And if I do, they're not very silent, are they? But I actually do like the sound of silent switches. I know it sounds weird, but they do still definitely make noise. Like, I loved how the silent skies sounded. I love how my Zelios sound. I am waiting for an excuse to buy Helios, but boy, at $1.20 a switch, that is still a hard, very hard sell. For me, at least. But I do think I will have some 40% in the future. Oh, a minivan would be sweet. A minivan with Helios. That would be sweet. Oh, or maybe my Lynx 50. I might go all in and get some Helios for the Lynx 50. That would be something that I would probably be interested in. I also think a custom build with some Cherry Speed silvers would be kind of cool. I'd like to see what they sound like and feel like lubricated and filmed and all done up, because I actually do like how they sound and feel. Because I have a K70 that I do enjoy quite a bit, actually. Aside from the plastic housing, definitely leaves a lot to be desired. And my plan honestly was to take the K70 and desolder all the switches and harvest all of them. But instead, I think I'm going to gift the K70 with speed silvers to someone else for Christmas. I know it's used and I used it, but I don't know. I haven't used it in a long time, and I definitely feel like it can be better utilized with other things for other people. Oh, I got a weird email recently that claimed they were from Twitch, and they selected me for some sort of Twitch program, and I don't know if I buy it. I did Google and search Reddit for the email, and it did come up, and it does seem like it is legitimate. And on one hand, I don't want to be missed out because it does sound interesting. Okay. But then on the flip side, I really want to verify the email's legitimacy with Twitch. So I think I'm going to send out the email tonight because I just want to verify. I need to verify that it's legitimate, that someone wants me to participate in like essentially Twitch focus group study. Granted, I'm assuming I'm not the only one that'd be in it, but I think actually just doing my due diligence before I give it access to my Twitch account. Not that my Twitch account is really anything of value, but it is valuable personally because, well, it's mine. I don't want some random hacking it or stealing all my, I don't really, nothing really, just, it'd be a hassle to set everything up again, let's be honest. Well, I definitely got to look into getting some better branding. Like, people, like, get, like, a nicer setup for my bio, get a better offline screen, get a nice banner. Because I'm big into having nice-looking branding, even if this is just for fun. Even when I ran tiny, terrible YouTube channels, I was always a big fan of having nice-looking branding. And I think that would probably, like, I feel like, I don't know, I read about a study where if you dress nicer or fancier, people take you more seriously, more easily. And I assume that would apply to internet ventures. Then on the flip side, it can make people not take you seriously because you look too serious, whilst in their eyes being a nobody. So I could definitely see that being the case, but just from my own personal love of it all, I think I'll get some nice Twitch package commissioned. Oh, I keep forgetting to put on a film. It's tough when it's black, because with the red film that I also have, I know, like, I can see it. I'm like, oh, I don't have it. But this, it's black, which I did purposefully. Because then the switches just look normal. But really, they're filmed. I wonder who came up with switch film. Because it definitely helps. Like, it doesn't take a ton to notice the difference. And I also wonder why companies still make stabilizers with those weird legs on the bottom that everyone clips off. Like, what is the purpose? If they know people clip them off, why continue to utilize them? Well, I suppose it would be because of they already have all the machinery set up. They'd have to redo machinery, and that costs money. So I guess it's just easier to have the people that are anal enough to do it, let them clip off the legs themselves.
Yeah, I don't get it. They tried to recruit me and I wasn't like really vibing with mattress engineering. Jimmy, white-haired deal along the coast.
My one annoyance with bag lubing. the springs get all twisted. Rather annoying to untwist. Because you can kind of get in the zone when you're bag lubing. Because overall, if you have the loose spring, it's just ploop, 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 ploop. You keep on rolling, but man, with them, they're very annoying.
Hell yeah. Wait, where'd you hit it? Just a little hard? Oh, gotcha. Okay. You did float away with like a 30-30 round? It was a white turn deal.
Oh. Getting frustrated with that one.
It's gonna gore me! Fuck you, Moose. Moose heading towards you. Oh, did you see it? Nice shot. It's coming back towards me. Yep. Oh, I shot a different thing. That's the concept of hunting, isn't it? Like, imagine, like, responding to, like, a cat booty call or whatever, open the door and getting shot in the chest. There's just so much nature here to fuck up with, eh? I'm not excited about that.
So the most intimidating part about keyboard build, in my opinion, is the assembly or lubing or post assembly. Well, after you lube switches, there's just so many tiny little pieces, and man, you don't make a big dent very quickly. But it's definitely, you get into a rhythm, and I feel like it's fairly calming for me, at least. But just when I look down at my pile of housing and I'm not making a dent, I look over here and there's a good number. There is an amount. I do not mind. I just gotta not look at my pile here. I can't not look at it though. So I gotta find all the right parts.
packs of Roosevelt left on me. No males.
Oh no. Man, that went really far.
Somebody's flavor. Myself here in those candidates. Hear that? Battle cry.
But actually, looking at the bag, there's not too many. There's not too many yellow stems left. I mean, there are, but there is much less. That is more noticeable than this pile of black switch housing that seems never ending.
Oh boy, I've unlocked the 338 rifles.
For some reason, to me, it makes more sense to grab the spring first, even though I know that doesn't make more sense. It makes it harder. But for whatever reason,
There are multiple, right?
keep putting the spring on first. So we're just gonna roll with that
Oh.
because it seems to be more jarring when I realize, oh wait, I gotta put the film on before the spring. Even though it is clearly easier, as I'm just struggle bussing hard to get this on. But it's all good either way. Fishing for single springs that aren't all jumbled up in a pile of other springs. I'm excited to try it out because only their silent switches that I have used have been silent tactiles. So silent linear, I'm very excited about. I think it will be very cool once it is all finished. When it is all good to go and we can do some typing tests, make some content for Instagram and YouTube. Oh, I don't know where that one went. That's okay. We don't need that one anyways. I think I got 200 of these, so we should be good for quite a while.
I bought the trees.
Or 3 builds.
Let me mark them for you.
Or less than 3 builds if I'm doing some,
Strategic decision.
doing a bunch more 100 key builds, which I'm not actually, because I have like an 80 coming up. Oh, I might have to order more switch film. Granted, it's like $5 for 100.
Ooh, nice shot.
Or some pretty cheap, so it's not that big of a deal. But I definitely want to film my creams. Because I figure we're already cracking the switch open. Yeah, it takes a little bit extra time, but you might as well film your switches while they're open.
I don't see them anymore though.
But I suppose it does add a good bit of time overall.
When you shot it, I only saw you hit one though.
I might have probably like 10 more done if I didn't have to also film each of these, but like I said, I think it's worth it. From what I've seen and from my own experience, because I filmed pretty much everything except for my very first build, which was my Silent. Did not film or even lube those because I just kind of wanted to get a feel. Although I kind of regret not making it nicer because now I cannot find any Silent kits anywhere on the internet. Because I bought the last one that they had at One Up Keyboards. And it wasn't a super popular build, but I'm a big fan of the layout. I have pretty good typing speeds when I use one. So ideally, I'd like to find another Zlant, but hopefully Zip Ties releases like another revision, or there's a group buy or something, because I'd like to get my hands on one. And then do like a really nice... honestly, that's probably what I would do my Helios build in. Because I cannot be... I don't know. I can't justify the $1.20 per switch. When it's only on a 40%, it's not as bad, obviously, because you don't have to buy as many switches. Your total cost is lower than if I wanted to do Helios on like a 60%. Gosh, Helios on a full size. Ooh, $100-something, $120 just for switches. But I suppose that's nothing in comparison to some Alps switches and to Pandas at their peak. But also I feel like using those special, more boutique switches on really big keyboard builds for me would be a waste, because pretty much I rarely use the number pad. So like I would be buying all these extra switches that I never use. So if I'm doing a full build, I would probably not do a very expensive switch. Cat, you're not helping. Ooh, that'd be a good... I think I got my new workflow. Grab the film first. Then I don't forget. Ooh, that might be the play, boys. That might be the play. And as I say that, I don't do that. Where did my other... Oh, they're there. Try not to touch the springs so I don't rub off any of the lube that I've viciously applied through bag lubing.
Huh? Yeah, I guess.
Oh.
Yeah, this one seems to just run it off.
Ooh. Almost had
This one seems to just run it off.
a crisis there.
Oh, nope. Hold on. Wow.
excited to see how these sound. Just from the pressing down of them as I'm done lubing them, just to make sure that all my contacts on the side are all lined up. They just feel so smooth. I don't hear anything. Rates? I don't charge anything for labor right now. It's just for parts. If you just pay me your budget and I'll take care of the shipping and everything and ordering and all that stuff.
Yeah, set up your budget and then I'll bill you for parts.
And then I'll do any consulting for sizes and switch type and everything. And I'll send you different builds and keycaps that you might want. Basically, I need color scheme, keyboard size, and switch type if you know what kind of switches you like. I need color scheme for keycaps, keyboard size, and if you know what kind of switches you like do you want loud clicky switches? Do you want loud not clicky switches? Do you want silent switches? Do you want silent tactile switches? And if you know what switch you have now, I can try and help you figure out what one you like based off of that. If you like the current one you have, or give me the dislikes of the switch you currently have, and I can try and suggest alternatives. Basically, do you need a number pad or do you not need a number pad?
Yeah, he does.
Number pad? Okay. If he wants just a nicer version of the keyboard he has now, he can just send me a picture of his keyboard. I don't know. Yeah.
Jack wants Cherry MX Reds, full size keyboard.
Okay.
Every keycap being B.
Okay, well, he'd have to buy into that group buy that I linked in the meme channel.
So Sam says that you have to buy into the group buy, which is going to take months to get done. Keycap will have to ship in September.
It's basically crowdfunded, and then once it reaches its goal, it ships. It's in the meme channel. Yeah, that one. So it looks like it is up for it went up for group buy today.
Oh, never mind. You can buy it right now.
But that doesn't mean it's going to ship though. They still have to reach a certain amount of purchases. I mean, I can just join Discord. Alright. Oh, there's a ton of people. Holy shit. What up?
Hello.
Hello.
Are we interrupting your stream?
Not really. I did have a bunch of people earlier, but it got kind of boring since I'm literally lubing and putting back together 100 of the same switch, so like 2 people that are viewing are not talking in chat, so I'm not interrupting anything.
Oh, where'd he go? Someone else left. Oh, Q left.
Why?
He's making food.
Ugh.
So, Sam, how much are those keycaps, the letter B?
Let me see.
I like that these guys are all beans.
So for just your alphas, which are like your number row and your alphabet, it's $65. and then for 48 of them. So those are just for your number row and then your letters. And then you would need wait, what? Base kit. Huh, it looks like they only have your alphas as Bs. So they don't actually have like your shifts, your shift key, your spacebar, any of that in the B style. So it'd be like $65 for the alphas that are all the letter B, and then it'd be like $30 for generic like spacebar shifts and stuff.
I forgot that they're different heights.
Yeah, so you'd have to get a cherry profile you'd have to get a cherry profile set, and we would just harvest your shifts and your space bars and your enters from that, and then pair them with your Bs. So it'd be probably like $85, $90 just for the keycaps. If you didn't want the B keys, your starting price would be considerably lower, but
No, I need the B key.
you could buy a single B key for $5
Ooh.
if you want a single B key.
I could have WAS just be B.
Yeah. Then your starting price would definitely be lower. But I've put together a build for Laura's sister, for another buddy of mine. It's a full size. It's $150 for an RGB, half aluminum top, plastic bottom keyboard. And then $150 would include switches, as well as keycaps, all within that price range. But you're not getting like a two-piece CNC aluminum thing. That if you want any sort of CNCing action,
What if I CNC it?
that's gonna start like $250. You can do that. There's open source designs and everything. If you wanted to if you had the resources and the space and know how to just enter in stuff into a machine and CNC it, or you could design your own. Because there are also PCB dimensions that are open source, so you can and they're standardized too. So like the PCB part, you can just find and then build a case around it.
I'm liking this because I do know a place that has some extra aluminum.
Yeah, and you can do there's a few different approaches to,
Is it
like,
risky to do magnesium?
I have no idea.
Jimmy, would it be risky?
No.
Jimmy says not risky. I'm thinking I'd have to do magnesium.
And then you'd also have to design you could buy these. If you build the keyboard housing itself to a standardized design, you could buy an aluminum or brass plate for all the switches to sit on.
Wow.
Or you can also make that out of magnesium, I guess, as well.
Do you have a lot of magnesium at your work?
Not what they do at Formula.
Oh, sure.
You guys,
But one of the strategies, instead of having to CNC two pieces, which I don't know, I would imagine is tougher, you can do stacked cases where you do like 5 or 6 layers of just like there's a base and then like 5 layers of like a wall. Yeah, and like you just cut out a rectangle, like a license plate frame, and you stack those however high you want the keyboard to be, and then you just drill holes through all of them and you bunch them together with like a nut and bolt or whatever combination, and those are like a good way to get a nice materials for cheaper.
I don't have shit. Solid gold.
Oh, solid gold! Wow,
that'd be something that you could stream.
that'd be wild. A solid gold keyboard. But yeah, like the keyboard I built Makaya was, I think, $280 all said and done. The keyboard I'm building for Laura's tattoo guy is gonna be 270. But that has all like the nice keycaps and nice 2 or 3 piece keyboard housing with like acrylic diffusers for an RGB ring effect around the case.
Jesus.
I had it under control.
I know. That's why I didn't fuck
I
with
didn't
it.
have it under control.
Oh. You looked like you knew what you were doing.
I did not.
But basically any keycaps that you see that cost like $80 or more are GMKs, and they essentially go through crowdfunding phases where the artist goes like, hey, like this is my idea, this is my design. People go, yes, we like that, and then they put it up for group buy, and then everyone gets their money, and if it hits a certain amount of group buys, then it goes into production, and then 3 months
Thank you
later
for
it
being
ships.
So I could boop you.
Yeah.
Sounds just like the car parts market.
Do you like
Yeah.
for you?
Yeah.
I'm very confident that the B meme has enough power to carry that set into fruition. But I didn't realize it wasn't a full set. It was just alphas, which is, I guess, makes sense because I don't know why you'd want to be on your space bar, but at the same time, I feel like
You're going for it. You'd want to go.
yeah, right. I think that's silly that they didn't include at least like just blank red space bars and shifts,
Yeah,
keys and stuff.
Space bar.
Because color matching that red's gonna be tough, probably.
Go to the store and say I want emoji red.
Just spray paint.
Oh.
It'd be funnier if you went to like Ace. There's like only old people working, and they would just wouldn't know how to answer your question.
I'm sorry, what?
You get angry people at Ace.
I knew you were a millennial. I knew you were.
And you say, okay, boomer.
Start a fucking war.
They're like 80. They're like, I'm not even a boomer. Oh, okay, such boomer. It's a mentality, old man.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were from the Depression.
Jesus.
I too am a child of the Great Recession.
I know what you went through.
I'm a real struggler.
I went through the .com bust.
I lost all my money investing in pets.com.
Pets.
Ugh.
Oh shit.
If only I could hit it.
You.
How to get through all of us?
I think I had my controller, instead of like full right, I had it like 3/4, like 2 o'clock position or so.
Yeah, my keyboard was in the 2 o'clock position as well. No! Back to you, back to you. Oh.
Same, Jack.
Well, I just stopped
Help.
when I saw that you had gone.
Nice. Through our
Powers combined.
minds, we can pinch it. Wacky ass. Nice.
Whoops.
Nice. Very confusing.
I don't know what picture I'm looking for. That doesn't help.
Any of them.
Any of them.
Are y'all playing some Modern Warfare?
Yeah,
No,
some
we're playing
intoxicated Modern
playing
Warfare.
old warfare.
Wild.
Yeah, we're playing yeah, intoxicated Modern Warfare.
Intoxicated Warfare.
So I
Check
should
out
leave
Teabag
because I
and
am
Teabag
streaming.
and-
Depends.
We can simmer it down.
Yeah, we can make it PG.
I'm trying to think of what to say. Yeah.
I don't think we've actually
You
like
you have
said anything
you have to
bad.
think about what you have to say now. Is that how bad it was?
We'll make sure we don't break TOS.
Oh, okay, all right.
What
We'll
does
make
that
it
stand
OSHA
for?
approved.
There'll probably be a lot of yelling, so be prepared.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
It's about
Who's
to get
all
really
joining?
loud in this room.
Wiener, wiener.
Oh no, everyone's in here. We got Rocket League going on and Modern Warfare. Two
Yeah, it's
games
got
known for their
destroyed
quiet participants.
Just a fair warning, I'm yelling really loud a lot because I've been
He's
drinking.
had a box wine.
A whole box wine.
I haven't drunk
Who
the whole
hasn't
thing yet.
participated in a case race by themselves?
Oh,
Is-
you capture that shit?
A case
Oh,
jog.
dang, we got that already? Or they got that already?
I
We're
hope
the ones
so.
who took it.
You took it.
I don't know.
You wild boy,
Exactly.
Joe.
Back
You
here.
wild boy.
Woo!
What kind of
Back here.
what kind of wine you sipping on?
What? I shot him.
I know, I was
Sipping on
chasing him down.
some
Why'd
scissor.
you yell?
Oh god damn it!
I was thirsty.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry. I was trying to hit it over the net and get it the fuck out.
There's a guy
Hey,
in
we
the-
gotta keep it PG here.
Doesn't have to be
No,
PG.
You didn't say PG, just
Watch the terms of certain TOS, Cody.
I just got a triple
Times.
kill with my fucking rocket launcher.
All in the llamas.
pretty much
Oh
don't say
my
the
God.
N-word and we're all good.
No. Oh wait, I just said it.
Oh.
No.
Thank you.
Yeet.
Oh, that guy disappeared.
Yeah, he did. I fucking
Nice.
shot him. Oh
Oh.
shit.
Whoops, sorry.
Oh, person.
There's so many explosions. Get me out of this
I
building.
can't see. Grenade.
Give me
Yeet
this
it.
MP5.
No,
we're
do it at the
doing
wall.
bouncy. We're gonna,
Ah! Just running out of ammo.
guys, we have 0 wins in headquarters so far.
I got a hair here.
What?
You did? With a pistol, Joe?
No.
Get me out of here.
I don't know what's happening right now.
Holy shit.
Reload the fucking gun.
Bristol in here.
Switch your gun.
Yo, how
The
are
Rocket
you
the
doing?
Rocket Leaguers have moved.
Nah, mate, we got it.
Yo, how?
I'm shitting my pants right now.
Oh!
Joe, he was raging at you for using the M4.
I didn't pick up an M4.
He picked
I
up
picked up an
AK.
M4 and then I
Tell
found the
him that.
closest. I picked up an M4 and then I picked up the closest weapon that wasn't an M4.
Wasn't it an MK or an MK, an AK?
Also, I was using no.
Oh,
I
fuck.
picked up an MP5.
Care package,
Joe,
please drop in
The other
time.
guy's raging at you. Don't tell us, just tell him.
Bitch.
Ah,
That's all he says is bitch.
Man, I was so close to a gunship. I was 2
Jesus.
kills away from a gunship.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, I do have a I have a attack chopper ready whenever.
I have two missiles.
I'm gonna
Cruise
use it
missiles.
now. Break the heat, boys.
I've added Joe's in a window into my stream.
Oh, good.
Streamception.
Streamception.
Stream. Joe, you're streaming.
You need to put a label above it to tell them what it is.
No, it's
Enemies
fine.
forfeiting.
They can figure it out.
They all left. They all left. Get wrecked. Get
I'm
wrecked,
gonna call it
boys.
a cruise missile
Nice.
too.
Are you about to have your first win?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wild.
We
With-
made them.
Damn it,
forfeit.
Joe! I was going for your chopper.
Going for the chopper.
GG
Dang,
no
we,
re.
we took first, second, and
GG
third.
no re. I hope the. Oh man, please do play the game of me pistol whipping people. No,
Yes! Yes! My RPG kill, my fucking triple. Look at it. Woo!
Good lord.
My fucking triple kill. Beat your pistol kills with an RPG. I
that
just
is
got
the fastest game of
14,000
headquarters I have ever played.
Yeah, usually it's because we suck.
Dude, that was an
Joe,
awesome
what?
game.
Whose red gun is that in the when you were walking? Whose was that? What is that?
You want? Oh, you want to see my weeb gun?
Oh, is that what? Oh, that's what you posted a picture of in Discord.
Yeah.
Oh, Joe, that is disgusting.
Thank you.
Oh my lord.
Is anyone watching your stream?
No, not right now.
I was gonna say, dang it! I need to know. I went with this thing. I went 47-1 one game.
Oh my gosh.
And then I went 64-3.
It's gotten magical properties.
It is. Every time I take it out, I fucking break the shit.
You could make like an anime about that. How it's a girl in a gun form, and you use that. It's your partner.
I call it my wife.
Ooh.
Oh gosh.
He does. Dr. Lou's booty is.
Yeah. Man, there should be 20 man headquarters.
Oh god. That would be so chaotic.
You know what I thought? I thought what they should do is should take the ground war maps and take a ground war, and then they should have 3 headquarter things going at a time.
Oh my god.
Or no, they should do hard point where it's that, because that would make
Damn.
those maps ridiculous.
I don't know. I think ground war headquarters would be funny, but not on ground war maps.
Just ground war
If you
sizes.
die, you should have to spawn all the way back at your spawn.
No, because like in Modern Warfare 2, where you had ground war, but they were just on normal maps.
Well, yeah. But
Sounds
then again,
horrible.
yeah, that ground war was 8v8. This ground war is 32v32.
No, it was 12v12 in Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, it was 12v12?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is 32v32, so.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be hilarious.
You know what? I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, is this Crash?
Yeah, it's crashed.
Dang, I didn't. When did they bring that back?
Last update.
Last update.
Start of season 1.
Wild. That's super dope.
Oh,
Right?
I hate this map so much.
Oh, I love it.
I hate this map.
Good. Ooh, that guy just got his dome snapped.
Oh, Sam, you played Infected on Modern Warfare 3, right?
On Modern Warfare 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they brought it back.
Dang, that's cool. I mean, I played Infected as where you'd have to on your honor rules.
Seems like I played Infected IRL.
I played Infected.
Oh.
Played Infected before it was cool.
I
Yeah.
God, this guy just
Infected
to right
before
Micaiah.
Infected
Oh
was even
god,
a
who
game
just
mode.
C4'd him?
Throw that thermite on the fucking point. Come on now.
I don't have any. I brought bouncing betties this time.
Well, what the fuck?
Because I was getting more kills with the Bettys.
Do you think I could classify my stream, Joe, as a Modern Warfare stream now?
Yeah.
Wild.
I just killed Alex.
You're not the one playing that. Dude, if you shoutcast, that would be great.
While I'm like slowly
Make your title shoutcasting drunk friend play Call of Duty.
shoutcasting drunk fun play Call of Duty while building keyboard and listening to Christmas music.
Yes.
While listening to Christian
Wow.
music.
No,
That'd be
Christmas. Christmas.
Christmas music.
Christmas music while we're in the background drunk.
Christian music would be better though.
Let's fucking get the point. Come on.
Some
Alex.
Christian rap.
Christian rap.
Some
That
to-
sounds-
yeah, Toby Mac. Fuck, what else? Can't do
I'm
this.
sad that you know their names.
Yeah.
I'm stuck. I can't move.
There was like a really
Yo, you got
popular
this, yo.
mainstream song that was a Christian like rap song actually.
What?
I forgot what it was called. Laura would know.
Never mind, you spun.
Cruise missile inbound.
Oh, watch it. There's a guy coming from the blue building.
Shit.
Get
Oh,
this
this is.
fucker.
Oh, it says headquarters in the map. All right, be prepared for it to being in the corners of the map, gentlemen.
All right, I'm
It's
calling
the
in a
two
care
corners.
package. And then I'm gonna call in my care package on that point.
You just throw it at the point and see if you kill someone with it.
No, I just threw it on the ground
Oh, you
next
slut.
to me. You're a slut.
Cody,
I'm
that's
talking
lame.
to you.
Hey, there's a guy on my care package. He's taking it.
Why'd you give it to him, Cody?
Because he just took it. I don't know, and he just killed me too. I don't know what he got.
I mean, he established his dominance, so
Yeah, he definitely did. Oh god, this guy's bad.
spawns, though.
I want to know what he got though.
Yo, get in there! Get in!
Just fucking yeet in here.
I wanted to have
Oh, he
my.
got a counter UAV. That's what he got.
Everyone upstairs.
I don't even know how to get up there.
What do you mean? There's a stairs in the back.
Oh,
Enemy cruise missile, guys.
oh, maybe he got that.
Oh god.
Ow.
I'm gonna stay.
is there is there a nuke in this game?
Yes.
Yeah, you gotta get 30 kills.
It's a 30 kill streak.
30 kill streak.
Oh.
You don't have to set it. It's just automatic.
Yeah.
30 kills. Yeah.
Yeeted.
What?
Kill streaks don't count
Really?
towards it.
Yep.
Yep. I saw someone posted
Yeeted.
on
I blew
Reddit.
myself up. There's people downstairs.
someone posted on Reddit a clip of him getting a nuke, and as soon as he used it, the game ended.
As how it used that's how it be. Like in Modern Warfare 3,
Open the door.
it was a secret secret Moab kill streak.
Moab. Going to Moab.
We saw a guy with hacks yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, dang.
Was I on yesterday? No, I wasn't.
What? The guy that was just aiming up
Oh,
in the
2
air?
days ago. Yeah, he was aiming straight up in the air.
I think that was just a glitch, though.
Nah, bro, he was hacking.
Bruh.
Okay, you can't blame
Bruh.
everyone that's better than you with hacking.
No, they're hacking.
That's just
I
a
mean,
lot
that's
of
the
people
Call of
will
Duty
say
way
I'm
of
so
life.
soft. Don't make
Yeah.
fun of him, Sam.
Katie is the only thing that matters.
Freaking hackers.
And if you're better than me, you're hacking.
Oh, look. The point's up here.
Yeah, I'm already on it.
This is an easy win, boys.
How did that guy not die? I stuck him with a thermite and he didn't die.
Easy fucking dub,
Oh,
but there's
up
a
top, up
Molotov.
How? How is that possible, Joe?
What happened?
Oh god.
Someone was probably hacking again.
Yeah, Makai
you're
is
right.
just hacking.
You're right. I can't believe I was too naive to not see that already. Oh, they're capping that really fast.
Ooh, they got it.
Oh, that was a bad thermite.
They're gonna win this.
Oh, there's one behind us.
Yeah. I tried to shoot him, but it didn't work. My bullets just didn't want to cooperate with.
Oh, you greasy.
Greasy whore. Who the fuck is screaming?
That might be the video Q's watching.
Okay. I heard. "Ah."
Yeah, he's watching a Funhouse video of some sort.
Oh.
Right. It usually involves a lot of screaming.
Yeah.
Funhouse. Haha. Enemy UAV overhead.
They see the way.
They see the way. Do you know the way?
They don't see their way anymore.
Corner, get to that other corner, boys.
Oh damn, you were right.
Oh, there's
Joe.
a guy laying prone in the middle of the map.
I got him.
God damn it.
Wow, he's hiding in the corner.
Got him.
Bitch.
10 mil? I'm a fan of.
Are ya?
Yeah, it's
Are ya-
pretty
Are ya
good.
really? But it's pretty good. You know?
Don't go that way, Makai, just come. Okay,
No complaints.
come this way.
Okay, Dad.
Don't stop, just run. Get away, run.
Dad, I can't run that fast.
Dude.
Faster, damn it.
Why the fuck? I just shot in that exact same spot, and then all of a sudden people come from that spot.
Ow.
Wow, I wasn't even anywhere near the fucking. It's probably on the opposite side of the map, and I got shot.
Oh, you
Someone
got
should
shot.
start running trophy.
All right,
Or
I'll
if you
do
do
it.
headquarters, I'll run trophy.
I mean,
I'm on it.
everyone should just run trophy, to be honest.
yeah.
Because if we all throw down trophies in there, there's not shit. we can
Nothing's
do.
getting in.
What if they throw an EMP grenade?
Oh wait, trophy is one of the.
They don't have EMP grenades. They have EMP gliders.
Yeah, they have EMP drones that you can throw in.
Huh.
But
Yeah.
those don't go in buildings.
It's like the Predator missile or the
Yes.
Predator drone. Predator airplane thing. You know the paper airplane?
Yeah.
Jesus fucking
Oh, you
Christ!
say predator drone? No, it's not a predator drone.
I said
He's-
it's like.
It's not anything like a predator drone.
He's talking about the paper airplane that you throw that
What
explodes.
do you mean? You
Oh,
throw
yeah, no,
it and
it's
it
an
fucking.
it's an RC plane.
Yeah, that's what I said. The Predator drone, not the Predator missile.
I don't think
Yeah,
it's called the. Is it called the Predator drone?
Drone is a massive drone. That's like the UAV drone. That you
What the
call.
fuck did they call the paper airplane then? It wasn't it
a
Predator
dart.
drone?
It was a dart.
The dart?
Dart. Yeah.
No,
the
it was
dart.
not called Dart.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was.
it was called a dart.
No, I'm gonna look
Yes.
this up when I die.
In Black Ops 4, it was a dart. That was my thing.
No,
The
not
close
Black
Range
Ops
dart
4.
was my jam.
Not Black Ops 4.
Black Ops 2 was also Dart.
No, I don't think so. I think
It
you
was
guys are
definitely
wrong.
a dart.
You guys are wrong.
I don't know, man. I don't mean to like pull. I played so much of that game, but I played so much of that game. Like I fully capped out Prestige 3 times in that game.
Only 3. Wow.
Like
I'm kidding.
fucking, I got to max, reset, max, reset, max, and then I reset.
Hey, you prestiged twice?
Fully prestiged like twice. Like I reset my progress. Like I was at the 10th prestige, went back down. All for a eraser themed title card.
Hot.
This is going pretty good.
Yeah.
Good job. Oh my god.
You going through puberty again, Joe?
I've just been thinking.
We've all been yelling.
What the fuck was that called? That was not.
It was a dart, Cody.
No, it was not. That's what you guys called it. I
It's a
know it was
dart.
not called a
That's
dart.
what it was
It was
called?
called a
No.
dart. Yes.
No,
It was
No.
called a dart.
Do we need to go play Black Ops to prove it?
I don't have Black Ops 2, so yes.
Well, then how do you know what it is?
Because I played it on my PlayStation. I know it's not a dart. I know that.
It's a dart.
The
You're a
BM is
fucking
real.
dart.
All right, I will. Here, we're gonna Google this real quick. Let's see.
Please.
Ow, ow, ow,
Pull up the stream at
Predator
samkingtv.com.
drone, Black Ops.
ow. Actually, yeah, if you're...
There's a Predator missile.
Yes.
And they used Task Force 141 in the campaign used a Predator drone controlling rig.
Yep, that's Predator
Okay,
drone.
kill streaks in Black Ops 2. Ops 2. All right.
The Predator drone is like the UAV. It's
Okay, yes. It's not a Predator drone, but it's not
Okay.
called a dart.
UAV.
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Hunter Predator, is that what it was?
Oh, actually, wow, we are wrong. It was not the Dart. It was the Hunter Killer drone.
Hunter Killer, that's what it was. I knew it. Fucking.
So technically, we were both
You're
wrong.
still wrong because it's not Predator.
What was the Dart? When was
The
that?
dart
Dart
was
was
in
Black
Black Ops 4.
It must have been also in 3 because I definitely remember the Dart kill streak.
Yeah, I guess it just had a different name.
Black Ops 3, Black
Boys,
Ops
it's all
4.
Get him, boy.
It performed similar to the Hunter Killer drone in Black Ops 2. forgot there were so many Black Ops games.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about 3 to be
This
honest.
guy's got a chopper gunner.
3 was the most
I didn't play
3 is the most I've played of the past like 4 Call of Duties.
I think this one is for me now.
This one's pretty fun.
Ugh, shut up. I'm not gonna buy
I
it.
can confirm it is fun.
Hey, Bella just killed me, guys.
Right now on stream.
She's an e-girl.
I'm gonna buy it right
shit.
now on stream.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not gonna buy
Do
it.
it.
No,
No balls.
I don't have the money. Any money I had, I spent.
On
Like-
keyboards.
No, actually. Well, sort of.
Inside this.
I basically had like no money
Look
that
how
I
we can-
that I could spend, except for commission money from building a keyboard. But I spent that on keyboard parts. So I got some dank switches for my personal build.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Oh my god, I'm building another KBD 75 like yours,
Yeah?
except with silent red switches.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's for Laura's tattoo artist. He's like it's technically my first commission because I was like, I can build you for 250. He's like, I'll give you 300. And I'm like, I said 250. He's like, you can keep the change. And I was like, all right.
Sick.
250. 300. Oh.
For a moment.
And I just thought, you're bad at negotiating.
I can't that early. You gotta wait, Joe.
I'm not
Gotta-
done.
You gotta wait.
Gotta wait until I pre-come on.
God, oh, Lord.
I told Sam missed that.
Damn, this is a running joke. Sorry.
I'll be right back.
Who just said that? I can't believe I'm enabling you. I think, was that someone from Joe's house? I think that's someone from Joe's house.
No,
You
that
think
was
it
my
was
mom.
Genie?
I don't think it was.
Oh.
Oh, okay. What is she enabling you with? We must know the
Ice
details.
cream.
Oh, wow. Can you tell?
Ice cream.
Can you ask if she'll bring me some ice cream?
Dude, she won't even bring me ice cream.
Yeah. Well,
Leo said he'll try.
wild. Thanks, Leo. Leo's such a good
No
boy.
cookie dough in it. Why didn't she bring me some?
Oh,
Wow.
oh man.
Who was that? Was Cody? That had to have been Cody.
Oh,
Was that you, Cody?
maybe.
That was wild. I think my apartment shook. Wow. I think the last time I heard a fart over the internet like that was like Xbox 360 days with like the garbage ass mics that people had. But the only difference was whoever did it, I forgot who did it, but they put it up to their ass so they could pick up the fart.
Oh my god.
Those were some wild days. Sometimes I wish I could go back to the not to that
Similar times.
not to that age, but back to when like every night there was 24 people down to play fucking Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I miss being
Those
good.
were the days.
I miss being good at a video game.
Alright, what's it like?
You were okay. I had you I loaned you my Xbox, didn't I? And you played Black Ops or something for a bit. Or
Yeah, I
something,
played
yeah.
Black Ops 2.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hi, Leo. Hi.
Let me rephrase. I miss being good at a game that I'm only good at because I can sit for long periods of time and click every once in a while, like RuneScape.
There you go. RuneScape God.
I'm not even good at it. I'm pretty shitty at it, to be honest.
How?
I don't know, like, cause like I just train my skills and watch the numbers go up. I don't actually I don't actually do much like bossing or skill or like, cause bossing stuff actually does take some timing and some muscle memory to get down. I know some of the stuff. Not a lot of it. Who's whistling?
Liana.
Oh, okay.
Do you want me to whistle?
No, that's okay. You know, because Liana is probably whistling from like a room away.
No, she's in my room.
Oh, okay.
She's hanging out.
Wild.
Where did Joe go?
Oh my god, look at the last post. On Instagram. Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
Is Joe here? Definitely heard Joe say something.
Yeah, he said send it.
Oh. I thought he said Samuel. That's strange, Joe. I don't know. Why aren't your guys' guns all weeby?
What do you mean mine's red?
That doesn't mean it's weeby, Cody.
Because I don't want that. I'm not going to spend $8 on that.
It's $8?
Mm-hmm.
Joseph.
What? But
No,
no,
weeb skin.
Technically, I didn't really pay for it because I had 1,100 COD points at the
Oh,
beginning of the season for some reason.
sure,
I
sure,
bought
sure,
the
sure.
season pass, and then through the season pass, I got enough COD points to buy.
Okay. Still.
Otherwise, I would not have bought it.
Uh-huh. Sure.
No, he would have bought it.
He would have bought it, yeah. He's got to have something to jack off to.
Oh. I mean, there's not much there here.
You have an imagination, right?
Yes. Very
Wait.
big one. Yes, I have a very big imagination. It grows every night.
Oh, wow.
Hey, was that on the live stream?
Yeah, we got that. Someone clip it. Fuck.
This guy's name is Wheat Bread.
Get that damage. Jay Skizzy.
It's a lot of damage. Only level
Coder.
2. He's smart.
Coder the King. Oh,
He'll be on our team, Joe. Don't worry.
Oh man, I can't wait for Christmas when all the new views come. That's a
Oh,
lot of
God.
crazy.
all the bloobs.
Dude, Christmas kitties were the best.
Everyone's disappointed though because
So
there's
good.
skill-based matchmaking.
Micaiah, you
so-
Yeah, but you
Jay
know it's
Skizzy.
not gonna work.
No, it's not gonna matter.
Can't you reset stats anyway?
I don't think it's gonna do it for that.
Hey, Cody, did you memorize where each thing was?
Nope.
Cody,
Was that my
what the
job?
hell? Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What's he memorizing?
All the
Locations of
points.
initiatives.
Oh, you guys are getting strategy in there. Dang. Get your call out sorted.
Yeah, we just gotta
Oh, we
look it
know
up, and that's where
we
the
just
call
don't
out
know
is.
where the
Yeah, I know.
locations are.
Yeah, but see, there's one thing to look up and know the name of it. It's another thing to know where it is.
True.
Yeah, that's above our mental capacity right now.
Wild.
What was that guy's plan, Micaiah?
I don't know. There's another one coming in though.
There's a lot of people behind me. Micaiah, watch the window, window.
Yeeted. Yeeting.
Ah, sniper. Is that? Wait a second.
What?
Oh, this cheeky.
Cheeky motherfucker. Wait, when did I get 3? I got 3 kills somehow. Joe, this is all you. You gotta win this. I'm in your backpack
Look,
right
I still
now.
see 2 bloobs. I'm fine. I don't have to move.
I'm in your backpack right now, though.
Joe, don't you need to get mounted kills?
No, I'm done with those now.
What are you doing next?
Crouch and long shot.
Is that
Stay
this?
crouch.
Oh, Joe's popping off.
I need long shot naked guns.
That's hot.
Ah, damn.
Joe, why am I not in your backpack?
Too heavy.
Is that a fat joke?
Yes. How'd you know?
I mean, we are the thick clan.
Yeah, that's true.
You are right.
Climb, please.
No.
Ooh.
Yeah,
The big dead.
You wasted both of us.
Oh, they know where I am. What you shooting
Why are
at?
all the blueberries in the wrong
Shooting the
building?
UAV.
Oh, I just got shot by someone. He's on top of the roof now. What were you saying, Micaiah?
Forget those trophy systems.
I got mine. But I have a feeling, yeah, they're in there.
Let me just yeet in there. Just kidding, there's a guy.
Wow, look at that. That stupid thermite got me a lot of hit markers, but nothing else.
If you played hardcore, that would be an instant kill.
I don't care about your hardcore, Cody.
Just saying.
Oh, it's you. I was just putting round after round.
Yeah, I was too.
I couldn't see anything. Like, I'm gonna shoot this guy in the back.
I just survived
Oh,
a claymore.
God.
I picked up someone's RPG and it worked out really
If
well.
it was hardcore, you wouldn't have survived the claymore.
I know I wouldn't have. I don't know how I
Survived with
did.
EOD.
I don't have EOD though.
Oh, you're not obviously far enough away from
Fucking somewhere close. Wow.
Wow.
Wow, that's nice.
Oh god, someone's murdering all of us in here.
Really? Where?
No, I got him.
Yeah, put me in your backpack, Micaiah.
Alright, get in.
Alright, I'm in it. Let's go. Do this shit.
Help. Help.
Yeeted.
Help.
Where do you need help?
Help.
Yeeted. I got a hit marker. Yeeted.
Yeah. What's that? Yeah. Sorry.
Being too loud, Joe? God.
No, just am I yelling at the game because I was screaming help?
Oh.
Oh, there's fucking 3 of them.
Because you're screaming what?
Help.
Screaming help. That's
Oh.
Oh, that's nice of whoever came to check in on you.
yeah, my flashlight is like, are you screaming at the game?
Help!
Wait, who came down? Your mom?
Yeah.
Oh.
You okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good.
Well, I mean, if you had someone screaming help at the top of their lungs, would you not go check on them at least?
Not if it was you, because I'd be like, oh, he's just playing games.
I've been playing
I see.
Minecraft.
You're just getting sweaty.
Yeah.
You walked in just naked and sweaty by yourself.
Oh, boy.
Oh wow, that's one hell of a spot that guy's in. He's gonna eat a thermite.
Num 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 num. Delicioso.
Oh, he moved.
Oh, they're all there.
Yeah, they are. I got a hit marker.
Excuse me.
I destroyed
Oh,
something.
yeah, below yellow building. Oh, he's just mowing us all down.
So there's one person on there, Micaiah.
What do you mean, me?
You said, oh, they're all in there.
No, I didn't. That was
Yeah, you
not me.
Definitely was. Has gone by the van.
Oh no, where did that come from?
The store.
Oh, that was a nice toss, Joe.
Yeet.
Too bad it didn't get anybody. It was a nice looking toss.
Really no one in here. Stop throwing grenades!
Yeet.
No.
Alright, where do you think it is now? Offices.
Yeah, I
Or
think
this-
offices.
no,
Offices
no,
is
no.
next.
This
we have no
little area.
offices. No, offices.
It was this little area.
For sure, offices. It was not over here.
Oh, wheat bread killed me.
That's
Damn,
some
you're
big
right.
bread.
Dang gluten.
every time.
Oh, almost done. I'm on switch number 99. Only one more.
Oh.
Although I appear to have lost a spring.
Ooh.
That is annoying.
What if you just? Oh my God! Some blueberry just ran past someone that was.
Oh, there was another guy behind.
Oh.
Micaiah just had some.
These guys watching our spawn. Careful.
Ah! Side, side, side.
There's two outside the middle door.
I just got shot.
I have FMJ, game.
But you can't shoot through the thinnest of materials.
Apparently not.
Get on! Get on! Get on!
I got two.
Oh my God, wheat bread is all over me.
What? How did that guy die?
Bruh. Bruh, I'm feeding.
Do you still play League at all, Micaiah?
I haven't played League in like over
Since
6
he was a
months.
young.
Wild. Oh.
Isn't there
Is it?
Skizzy?
Dude, that's Skizzy.
That's
He's
my
going.
boy! Oh,
Oh.
it's not my boy.
That's your boy?
No.
Is it the office again on the top floor now?
It's either here or the office. It's right here.
Oh God.
This is the worst one to have.
Coming through the warehouse.
Stay away!
Got him. He goes, aw.
I would too.
Warehouse.
Underneath or up top?
Underneath. Nice RPG.
Broskies,
What
we
the
must-
fuck just happened? I was on single fire mode for some reason. The fuck?
Game's broken, it's showing me footsteps.
You fat figure. Oh yeah, that's a glitch. Don't worry about it. It'll go away. It's really only when you spawn.
Bruh.
Screw Battleharden. I've been liking Tracker. It's been so nice seeing where people are.
Right?
Screw what?
Tracker?
Tracker is so nice.
We haven't
Yeah.
been using our trophy systems.
No, it's because I haven't been
upstairs
on
office.
a point.
Upstairs office
I
is
haven't
where
been
it's
on
at.
a point in like 5 minutes.
What the fuck, guy?
Bro, I don't know.
Put your trophy system up here in fucking this upstairs
Oh,
locker.
Oh, you're so bad.
Ow.
Oh, there's so many people coming.
Oh, there's like 3 of them coming around the corner.
How did they get in there?
Throw it on the trophies.
Pile in as fast as you can.
Close all the doors. Shit.
Everybody out! Everybody out!
I'm camping it out, boy. What the hell?
They're coming.
Good.
You head.
Got him.
Get turned on. I want to go in this cage. Got him on the way out.
I just forgot for I just forgot for a hot second. What button did what? Can we just hold this off for the W?
Oh, get stuck! Can I need to reload my gun, please? Cover me. Oh, there's a medic!
Oh, Joe! Oh, the outplay.
Oh, Cody.
Oh,
again,
Joe.
again.
Go on, Joe.
I don't
Oh,
know where
big
I'm at.
bummer.
Oh,
Oh,
there's a teammate up there. Oh,
You went on a roll though.
I got a FAMAS here.
Good, I need pistol kills.
Alright.
Ow.
Cap this next one and we win it.
Oh. He just came in trying to get it.
I mean, that is the goal, isn't it?
Is this yellow building? Oh, no, it's in
No.
there. Oh, lordy.
Oh, is it in the hallway?
If we cap this, we win it.
Ah.
Oh, I thought I just pegged someone with that thermite. I was gonna say, that's mean.
GG. Alright, so we're gonna shit talk or what?
Do it.
Bro, you guys suck.
No, because I'm not famous. So you
Don't play the game?
No, it was. It was your.
What? Can I have your autograph? Oh, I'm not famous, so you can't have it.
Hi, Leo. I have 4 equipment kills.
How many do you need?
20.
Oh, shit. Play hardcore and just toss grenades into the point. I'm telling you.
Joe? Thoughts?
Joe's gone.
Can't make any decisions without Joe.
Joe is no longer with us. With
Don't.
The hardcore all the time, yeah. Dude,
Alright.
Exactly.
My wife fucked up for some reason. Headquarters still though, I still need 4 more wins.
Yeah. Hardcore headquarters.
Okay. How do you.
I also need
How do you do hardcore?
R. Go in it and press R at the bottom.
Oh, there it is.
Category.
Found it.
R.
I also need to win 5 cyber attacks.
I've never played Cyber.
I haven't either.
What is cyber? What do you even do in that game mode? That sounds
So-
edgy as heck.
It's search and destroy. It's search and destroy, but instead you have an EMP device. But you can pick up your teammates when they die.
Oh, interesting.
Huh.
And they went with cyber attack.
Right? Why can't you just, like, you know, trench
Yeah,
or
but
something?
it's just search and destroy, and you can pick up your teammates. It's not any difference. Which is kind of cool because you can.
Yeah, that is kind of cool, but judging it for its name still.
Yeah, right. It's
Hardcore judging right now.
hardcore judgment.
Yeah, dude, all. Dude, am I about to get all my, like, 100 today?
Probably not.
No, man. The long shot kills I'm not doing so hot on.
Well,
the
hardcore
reptile-
is where you get them.
Dude, the reptile kills I only need 20. 31? 21? 21?
Oh, I suppose yeah. This is the game mode to get long shot kills.
How? How's hardcore?
Because it's fucking. You
'Cause
take
you hit
2
them,
shots
like,
to
2
kill
times,
someone.
And the long shot kill is done.
Yeah, Micaiah. God.
It doesn't make any sense. You guys don't make any sense.
It's
Literally-
hardcore.
Literally every single thing to amount of skins is
Hardcore.
done. It's easier
Hardcore.
in hardcore except for reloads after kill.
Exactly.
Because you never have to reload.
Exactly. Because you see, boom, boom, dead. Boom, boom, dead. Boom, boom, dead.
Ammunition. I have a pistol. I don't need pistol pills.
Dude. Yes, you do. Always.
Dude, Sam saw me whipping with the pistol.
Dude, he was going off.
I was watching the kill feed.
I'm gonna, yeah, it was just pistol
But
kill,
my
pistol
triple
kills.
RPG kill is where it's at.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I'm disappointed it wasn't me scrambling like a madman.
It was a
in
direct
arcade.
hit to the first
My
guy.
team just like, what are you doing?
It was the direct hit to the first guy, and then the other two just.
Yeah, that was a good one. Slide in with the RPG.
I was like, I don't know where anyone is, but I know that they're on the point. Fuck, it's this fucking game.
Hey, we're getting good at knowing what the
Alright, Makai, where you at? I'm gonna
where the
shoot you.
headquarters are at.
Where you at, Makaya? You even in the game yet? God. Yeah.
Shoot me, you
No,
won't.
no, 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 no!
You killed the wrong guy!
Oh shit.
Sorry, my friend is a little handicapped in the head.
Oh no, it says friendly fire will not be taught. Wait, why can't I respawn?
Because when you kill
Ooh.
people off the spawn like that, it holds you in the spawn for a while.
You're in jail.
Because it knows you be trolling hard.
Hey, they're around back. They're around back.
Yep.
And thermite, Makaya, this is where you get your fucking thermite.
I
killed.
have my thermite.
Well, these are like one hit. Are you not able to spawn yet?
Oh god damn it. Just thermite at our teammate.
Jesus Christ, Makaya.
Sorry. Oh.
Maybe hardcore is not the game mode for him. Oh, they're coming in lower. Two of them.
I got him.
The fuck was that, Joe? Were you just hip firing?
Yeah, hipfire and pistols is really good.
It's clearly
Okay.
not because you missed.
Okay.
It's because I wasn't actually aiming at him.
Oh, jeez.
Don't talk shit, alright? I'll wreck your ass.
I'm talking shit, man.
I am
Wreck my
too.
ass.
I
Ooh.
like-
Ugh.
Have you guys ever watched Anime House?
No.
It's so good. It's a YouTube series. It's so good. One part where guy's talking like, because Goku always wants to fight people.
Sure.
So it's just a bunch of anime characters in a house. So it's like a.
Oh, I've seen it. I've
Yeah.
seen it. Yep.
The guy's like, Vegeta, he gets his ass kicked, but he's got heart. He loses all those times and he still talks shit.
Same.
His ass whooped so much and he still talks trash.
Damn
Yep.
it.
Ooh, I got that long shot though, Joe. I protected you.
Good. Whose is this? That's scary.
Whose man's is this?
Whose mains?
What? Oh, there's someone behind him. I hope you all have EOD on.
Oh. I just got another award for getting 50 headshots.
Nice. Up those numbers, Makaya. Oh shit.
Oh god, there's a guy in the other corner.
Yeah, he walked in as soon as you shot the other guy. And they got it.
Someone just asked why I was there. It's fine, you fucking idiot.
Why were you there? Where the fuck is this guy? Oh, he's there upstairs sniping at us. Let me get that rocket launcher out, dough. Yeet. Hey, I exploded something up there.
Going in.
I yeeted him. And myself.
God! Ugh! A teammate walked in front of me and I killed him. And I shot him and it killed my. God. I'm making kids.
Makaya.
I think one more you get booted. I think.
Stop killing
I feel like 3 strikes you're out is the
It's
policy.
not on purpose. He walked in front of me. I was
Okay, well,
shooting.
watch your fucking fire, mate.
It's real life, man. Real life, bro.
Swear to
Tired.
God, if one of our teammates is over there where I just threw that thermite, I'm gonna lose it.
Hey, I get those kills on like kill streaks all the time. It's like enemy killed. It's like, oh, fuck off. Jesus Christ! Get the
Jimmy
hell out.
crickets!
Jesus Christ!
Cheese and rice.
Get fucked. I just killed 2 of them with my RPG.
I gotta say, there's people on the right side.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought we were.
This isn't a beach. This is a bathtub.
Aw.
Oh, wait. How else did I kill someone? I killed someone else.
Kaya, do you know what that saying is from? What I said?
What?
Were you even paying attention?
Careful with the thermites.
Oh, that hurts.
Were you even paying attention to me?
No. What'd you say?
I said, this isn't a beach. This is a bathtub.
What?
You don't get.
I do not understand. Oh my god! Our teammate walked in front of me again! Oh!
You gotta check yourself
Check yourself before you wreck
before the
yourself.
game wrecks you, kicks you out.
God.
But you about to get booted, Micaiah.
I know I am. They keep walking in front of me.
Hey, at least he's getting other kills.
Is it the same guy?
I'm not just inting.
What if it's the same guy? Just trolling you.
Trolling me.
Oh my gosh, I can't move anywhere right now.
I got him.
I just need to slow down.
I got the guy.
I need to
Oh,
stop
where the
playing
fuck was he?
objective.
Oh, he was up top.
So from what I read online, ducks and geese are the way.
Why can't I fucking
There's some
find
kind of
this?
hole,
We need to play the objective though, Joe,
as
because
opposed to rifle
you can't just bum it.
Get yeeted.
80 for 10 rounds.
I just yacht someone into tomorrow. Get yacht again.
I have the
Hey, let's fucking stop all these people.
blinds, but I don't know how to set it up.
Oh,
Somebody just ran past the claymore. Holy
me?
shit. There's
I
someone-
just got shot at and no one got.
What? The enemy
What?
shot you.
Oh, okay.
Or not an enemy, a friendly shot you.
Yeah. Why didn't they die?
Because that was their first time killing someone. You get one chance and then they start killing you.
No, it's because you kill people right off the bat of the sun. It is not forgiving if you do that.
Oh, they know where I am. That means they know where you are, Micaiah.
Oh, it doesn't, Cody. Oh.
No!
Get fucked.
Off the ATV. Yep. You don't flip the ATV ever.
I'm about to yeet my RPG in there. Just kidding. We're taking it.
It doesn't fuck around. I don't know how
Oh,
the physics breaks,
oh.
but it does.
Oh, left, left, left.
Oh my god.
He Malakrov you.
Yeah. Alright, Joe, you're getting reported. Not playing the objective.
Up in the right corner on the stairs.
Oh, left corner too.
Oh my god. Really?
Do you need help, Sam?
What? Do I need help?
Wait. You should tell him that the audio is very echoey on his stream. The audio is extremely echoey on your stream.
Hmm.
Or I might just have it open twice. Hold on. No, it's good. It was mine. Okay. Jack had like 8 things open. Jeez. Alright, I'll put you back in the other room.
Oh, wild.
Here, oh my god, I do have a fucking thing.
Oh, I said I would put him back in the other room.
Oh, okay.
What?
I don't know.
I was bringing my kill streak.
Oh,
So I was like, okay.
Sam, Jack's a follower.
Ooh, wild.
cement shoes, Sammy.
Yeah, sorry. Alex keeps abusing his power
Uh-oh.
and moving me
Moving
back.
you?
Yeah, moving me back and forth.
Oh god.
What did I get?
The fuck did you just say about me, Sam?
I didn't say anything, sir.
Oh my god. Goddamn right.
No! Oh my god! Our teammate went and stood in my thermite and it killed me. Oh my... Is this guy trolling me?
Every thermite I see, I'm just gonna run into now.
No, you cunt.
So I'm gonna set a sentry gun on the. I have it.
It's okay, we lost anyway.
It's
How much time is left? 2:13? No, we can make a comeback.
Oh my god, you can throw thermite a really long way. Like cross-map thermite people.
Oh yeah, no, you can huck him. What the fuck was he?
Ow.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. I was into clipping these little leggy guys and watching Joseph. I didn't see your comment about the audio. The audio is very echoey. Turns out, Jack just had multiple streams open.
You said what?
Oh, hey, there's two people there. That would have been nice for someone.
I got one and then I started reloading like a scrub.
There's still one up right there.
Oh.
Maybe hardcore headquarters isn't the game mode for us. We're doing headquarters. Maybe like
Yes.
domination and TDM. Oh no.
Is he dead?
Oh, there's a guy on the objective. I was just about to shoot my RPG at him.
Ow. Who killed me more times, the enemy or myself?
Hey, careful with that thermite now.
There's an enemy.
Jesus.
Oh my god, Joe, no! Stop!
Is it doing damage to you?
Yes!
Oh, that's fucking great.
Alright, I keep getting distracted. I'm gonna try and finish this soon here.
So right now, if your insurgency is free, isn't it? No. Alright, I have 2 stands now. And now
Don't know if I have enough switches. I thought I ordered enough, but don't know if I did. If so, it's a bit awkward. I think I could get some ordered here though by Friday. Because I told the person I'm building this for that it would be available by this weekend, so I still have some time. I think we'll have enough.
No, it's about population control and keeping a healthy ecosystem. I don't think we're gonna find anything to stand on the trail. We might have to go off-road. There's bound to be a deep zone somewhere that, like... Let's get the Anthony river. Oh. Nice, oh yeah. Yeah, that does not... So they recommend, like, red deer, which isn't this map. That would do it. Yeah, no, they recommended really small deer, so like fallow deer or red deer, which are European deer.
Try and clean up a little bit. Oh. This doesn't
I think we should pause for that.
crash my. Ooh, so bright.
Your
unfortunately, I don't think in the end product we will. I don't think we'll see much of the light. These are solid switches, not meant for RGB effects. But this is meant for an office environment.
Honestly, I have met Taiga, and that's pretty fun.
So I don't think the RGB part matters. I still think we might be able to see some through. No, I don't think we will actually. Oh, very faint. That's fine. Oh, I forgot. Gosh dang. That's where this extra stabilizer was from. Alright, let me see. What side do I want? Probably this side.
Oh shit. Oh, nice. Pay to win.
Some easy modifications to make to a cheap keyboard to make it nicer. Band-aids. Oh, that one did not sound good. I bent a pin. Oh yeah. Big bends. I don't know why it's having an issue. I don't know. That should be good. Alright. That was a nice crisp insertion. a home stretch, bottom row. So I think I'm going to be fairly selective about what switch I put on the space bar. Gotta make sure it's a nicely lubed one.
Oh, it's just too close to me. I can't put it back here. There you go. Are you able to see both? Can you swivel? Nice.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree.
I only see one
On
tree
the
spot
third
right
day of Christmas, my true
Alright.
love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle
Not that one.
doves, and a
Definitely not that one.
partridge in a pear tree.
Not that one. That's a contender. Nope. Nope. That one's a contender. Nope. Nope. Pretty good. Nope. Alright, this first one, I think, is the chosen one. It's not. It still has some amounts of scratch, which I actually don't mind, but it's not overbearingly scratchy. Not that who I'm building this for will care, but I care. Nice, and we're done. Well, almost done. Got some leftover switches. Alright. Let's see, let's try and cut. Drop this down. Let's see. Gotta listen for rattle. Just got a little bit. It's not too bad though. Also, no one uses right shift, so it doesn't matter too much.
Yep.
Ooh, the spacebar is pretty good. It's really hard to make these. It's hard to make the spacebars good on these clip-on stabilizers. It's just harder to do. Ooh, the enter's really good. Ooh, that echo is perfect. Backspace is good. I don't remember what caps lock is. Should also unplug this. I don't remember what caps lock is. Left shift. Nice. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 6. It's actually pretty quiet. I'm surprised how quiet this is. These were actually pretty cheap switches.
Wonder how these needs are.
Okay, let's pull up switch header actually. There it is. Pumped-in lunch.
Oh, you have to fucking call them. That makes sense. No, you can use these stands too. Huh? You can call them using this on the stands as well. Yeah, and these are roe deer.
Alright. So this is, oh, I forgot that was a key. F8, right? F8. These are good. Oh. I'll deal with these later. I don't know why those aren't working. Spacebar works. That's good. Got the B key. I home. Scroll lock. Windows key. I don't remember which one goes on the bottom. That's fine. I don't think that matters, does it? C key good. Menu. Print screen 0 ASDF GHJ. Oh, that's Keycaps. Shoot.
Until I figure out how to do these need zones, I think we should just shoot these.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.
You can do that with the G stand as well.
Three.
Can you drop another 10? I need to change out. put it down from up there. Thank you.
QWERTY U UI U ASDF A page down S key ASDF. They sound pretty good, actually. Definitely quieter. Still a bit scratchy, though. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. F1. Delete. I was afraid they didn't send me all the keys, but I think they did. It'd be awkward if they did not send me all the keys. This L, this one's L, yep. This has to go here. Well, that's a function key. See, I kind of like that slight scratch. I think it would, I mean, it would probably have benefited from a full housing lube as well.
It only works if there are geese flying overhead.
But I didn't really feel like doing the full on housing lube because I think I used a lot of lube just on the stems and the spring. So I think they're fine.
So you can pop up and shoot geese.
JK, element, I don't remember where O goes, next to P, N,
It's just purple already. What's up?
C.
Probably better.
Got all these like specialty caps that I don't need. It's fine. Add them to the collection.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It turned out pretty good. I'm surprised how well or how nice these clip-in stabs, clip-in stabilizers turned out to be. I suppose I have just gotten slightly better at dealing with them. QWERTY. Oh, wrong spot. I really hope I just messed up on the pins, because I really don't feel like having to RMA this board. This was a good color scheme, no doubt.
Wait, so it's
Ooh,
is it enemies are melee?
this looks so good. Red and black.
Molotovs?
Who would have thought red and black goes well together?
Definitely Yeah, it was horrible.
Where's delete?
Fire will fuck you up so fast.
Oh, that's on the calculator, not the number pad portion. QWERTY F2. K H.
My bad. Yeah. Let's go to this lake to the north here and call it good. Should be far enough away from anything.
Ooh, I don't know what they want me to do with this. Rubber texture 7.
Oh, yeah, we can just do that instead.
I think the space bar is flipped. Some people like that, I do not.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna try the river then. Also a good opportunity to shoot things from this side.
One of these.
Oh, there's an outpost over here. We can just drive down there
Which one is seizure mode?
and then march from that little outpost. Oh, I see a deer. I see something running across.
Oh, I'm very happy that turned out. Okay, but we do have to figure out enter
Oh, this
and
Alright,
caps lock. Oh, yes. That pin was flattened.
I can probably hack it from here. Just find some. This seems like a nice plainsy area. Oh, that's right.
It's still not working. Did I screw it up again? Oh.
I've got my AT. We're gonna keep going.
Alright, let's unplug this.
You said you had luck at that little lake? Okay. Gotcha. We'll do that then. Found this map.
Literally did the same thing. Alright. Alright, hopefully that fixed my issues. Caps lock, enter. Perfect. We are golden.
Oh yeah. Mhm.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, it's the speed limit. You get pulled over by the ATV police.
Ooh, I'm sorry, Philip FN. I'm not that bougie just yet. I do have some other commands, but I do not have a build command. I am building well, I put together, it's just a GMMK. One of my buddies wanted a full size for 150 or less, and I am of the opinion that the GMMK full size is quite a good deal, all in all. $60 gets you a full size keyboard. That leaves you $90 for everything else. So we got this kit of red and black keycaps, and we're using Silent Gateron Yellows. and we just finished putting this all together. I Band-Aid modded all of the stabilized keys, lubed them with dielectric grease, and all the yellow switches are lubed with 3203 bag lubed. And so overall, I think it sounds pretty good. But now we got to do the typing test.
Classic European wind turbines. Alright, we'll do.
Does it bother you when your lube gets on your hand or desk mat? Not on my hands. I actually do whenever I lube switches. I usually do it on this little mat right here. And I don't really care too much about this desk mat currently. It was just a cheapo, I don't know, one that I got. Once I get nicer ones, I'm sure I'll swap them out for this black one when I'm doing builds, just because I do get a little messy, I suppose.
Hop on the back, hop on the back. Oh my god. Yeah. There we go. You got it?
Ooh, not good. Doesn't lube feel weird when it's on your hand? It's not too bad. I'll wipe it off or whatever. It's really not the worst, to be honest. I don't mind it all that much. I mean, it's not like I want it to happen, but if it happens, it happens. See if I can remember how to turn off the lights. Nope. How do I just drop it, right?
No.
Oh, that's not off. Oh well. Welcome back, Philip. You're catching the tail end. Oh, there's still some rattle here. It's hard to eliminate the rattle. Are you streaming on Facebook? I am streaming on Facebook.
Yep. Wait, so is this Königsberg leg?
But it's most definitely tough
Will do.
to eliminate rattle on these plate mount stabilizers.
Will do.
I think I am going to end the stream soon, though, and I'm going to do that off stream.
This is a really big open plane. I like this.
Yeah, unfortunately, so definitely one of the drawbacks of the GMMK, it does not support plate mount stabilizers. It only, oh, GMMK plate mount, got it, I see what you're saying. I thought you meant PCB mounts. Yeah, potentially
Well, yours is
stock would help, but there are some that do sound fine, so I know it is possible. Like my zero key sounds really good. I think I'll try to left shift sounds pretty good. I don't know, does it?
We're doing some goose hunting.
Doesn't smell too bad. Could most definitely be worse smelling.
I don't see any fucking geese here.
Alrighty, well, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thanks for stopping in, Philip. I know you just caught the very tail end, but I stream every Tuesday. Every Tuesday at 6. Right now, I am typing on this guy. This is my very first build. This is a Zlant. Ooh, big oof. I just crashed the stream. Oh.
So they
See if this my webcam boots up again.
Or hay fields.
Uh oh.
Cool. I don't know anything about this. Okay.
Big oof, yeah.
I imagine any fun.
Audio's still working. I know my auto rebooted, but my webcam is not. Ooh. Let's see if I can get it to jumpstart.
Can't have an invalid target if you don't aim. Ooh-wee!
Definitely unplugged. Okay, so my webcam is working.
We're in
It's just
Europe,
not
Joe.
hooked into.
Canadian goose in Europe.
Alright, here we go.
Yeah, I have 20 gauge buckshot with me. What?
Oh man, I don't know what happened, but it did not like that.
Do you need them? I have a little cop. I have a blind. I have a tree stand. Right.
Alright, we'll have to go with this for now. Alright. Anyways, I won't unplug things anymore, I guess. So this is my Zlant. It is a 40% keyboard by Zip Tie. He makes keyboards. This is a tactile key switches. These are Xylants. They're, I think, $1.20 a switch. So these are on the higher end, if you did not know. That's one of them. But my main one that I've been typing on lately has been a Practice 60. So it comes, these are really cool. Basically, it comes with 3 plates. Comes with 1 PCB, 2 PCB, and then a switch plate. And it's basically $34, and it's just the idea of you get practice soldering. And you have to flash it in. There's a little Arduino in there that you have to solder to the board yourself and flash that independently. And these are lubed and filmed Gateron black inks. These sound very nice with the SA keycaps, I think. These do have PCB screw-in stabilizers, so they do They're a lot easier to get sounding nice. But SA Keycaps, I'm a big fan of SA Keycaps. I know they're kind of polarizing, but I'm a big fan of them. All right, man. 6 p.m. CST. I'll be building a KBD Fan 75 V2 with Silent Cherry Reds. Also a stream on Friday, probably. I will be building this. My personal build. This is like my first, like personal build that I'm probably going to keep for a while. It's an Alice. It's going to have creams, novelty creams. Very, very excited for this one. It's a 4-plate stacked acrylic. Oh, basically, I mean, this is the preview essentially. I'm going to be getting these dual shot keycaps, which are an homage to the PS1. But those don't come up for a while, so I'll probably be just putting on some blank keycaps until those do arrive. But going to be building this on Friday. Very excited.
I have Canadian blue toys. It shows packs up to a max of 20 decoys. Oh, do you want to just use the decoys then? Right. Well, here, we can. So I can bring sand and you can bring sand. Oh, alright.
I don't know which one's my favorite sounding. It's definitely this one.
Is the goose a waterfowl? Yeah.
I like how this one sounds like too. I'm a sucker for clicky switches. I don't think I could use them every day though. These definitely are quiet though. Anyway, alrighty. Thank you for tuning in. I'll have a 1-minute typing test up on Instagram and my YouTube page probably tomorrow, and then longer form 5-minute one on YouTube. No, I don't know. The next day. I'm out.